Hello, hello, hello. Hold on one second. Hey guys. Good evening. Good evening. Let's see. I think our guest is here. Let's see. Okay. All right. So she is here. So just really quick, you guys. So we are tonight. It's not going to be a regular live. So what I am going to say is welcome to everyone who comes in as you come in. But I will probably not speak to everyone individually because I really just want to focus on the conversation, any questions that are asked and that sort of thing. But I do appreciate anyone who does come in, sit down, enjoy the conversation. If Depending on how it goes, if Deidre is up to asking questions, maybe something that we didn't discuss during the time that we're speaking, if you want to ask a question at the end, if she's okay with doing that, then we will do that. But outside of that, we're just going to really focus on Deidre, what she's doing, and that sort of thing, and the conversation at hand. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Deidre on. I'm going to make me some tea while we begin. And thank you. Hello, Miss Deidre.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It is here.
Yay!
Clean slate. Hashtag clean slate, everybody.
Hashtag clean slate. Thank you so much, Ask April. I've been thinking about this one today. Me and Lolo, we two old
Yeah.
broads. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But I appreciate you. I really
Mhm.
do. And like I had said before, and I have absolutely no problem saying it to you.
Mhm.
Hello to her chat and her moderators. I apologize from the bottom of my heart.
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Thank you so
You're
much for that. Thank you for that. One thing I will say, and then, I'll let you begin how you want to begin, but
Mhm.
I'll just say this as far as, I feel like we're forced sometimes into situations when we support people in the
Mhm.
sector, and, it's not always about choosing a side because a lot of times we don't choose a side,
Mhm.
but we're forced into that
Mhm.
because one of the two people are going to say, hey, well, if you're going to be doing this, then you can't be over here doing this. So,
Right.
it's just kind of like, well, okay, then I guess I'm gone then, so,
Yeah, it's
you
like
know,
they don't give you a choice.
right, right. So, yeah, so I'll say that. And, and I do appreciate you apologizing. And I do apologize as well,
Thank you.
because, things were said and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So, but,
Mhm.
we can move on and
Oh
move
yes.
on, and because there's a lot of good things that could happen in the sector. There's a lot of talented people,
Oh
people,
gosh.
and it's just it all depends on what do you want out of this thing. I think really people really need to be real with themselves as far as what they want out of it, and then
Mhm.
they can kind of make decisions from there as far as how they act on here, and what they choose to be involved in.
Absolutely. And I think not that people are mimicking what is happening on TV or anything. What
Mhm.
you guys don't realize is it's not, because digital is new. You can do whatever you want.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know,
Yeah. Mhm.
and don't look to anybody else. Say, we're gonna
Mhm.
go, I'm gonna come over here and just chill out with Ask April, and then
Mhm.
I'm gonna come over to Rita and get my motherfucking life by laughing my guts out. And then I'm gonna
Mhm.
swing back around and go to Lori, and we're gonna have some sex talk tonight. It's not a
Mhm.
competition. It really isn't.
No, no, it's not. No, it's not. You can take what you enjoy from each person, and
Mhm.
sometimes it's just the personality. You don't even care what they're doing. You're just there because you just enjoy
Right.
them. So yeah, and that's what it's for. I mean, especially when we're talking about the live stream. Like to me, the live stream was built for interaction.
Right.
So it's like, that's a time when you upload a video or you're watching the replay, okay, you watch it, you can leave a comment,
Mhm.
somebody might comment back, but it's not real time having a back and forth conversation,
Mhm.
right then. It's a very different feel. And it's kind of, so when people are, they feel funny about dropping down or they got to watch
Right.
what they say, or it's very uncomfortable. So it's just like, what is the point? We're here to interact. It's social media.
I
We're
have
supposed to be social.
I have to giggle because you got the right spirit for this sector. I get
Hmm.
my life when you drop down and get zapped because I get zapped all the time. So you ain't scared, okay?
No, no, yeah, I drop down, especially lately. I mean, I just like, like, why not?
Yes.
Drop down. Either you gonna let me be, or you gonna take me out. Okay,
And
whatever.
look,
But at least I got to say what I want to say.
some people like me, I like going back and forth, okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that, what? That's a test too
Mhm.
for that content creator, because it's like, certain people, they might go back and forth with one person, and then another person, I'll get them
Mhm.
out of here. I don't even want to
Yeah,
acknowledge why, because you don't want to really acknowledge what I said.
or
I put you,
they're so far off. They're so far off topic, or that they're really not paying attention to you. You walked
Mhm.
into the wrong bar. Go to the one you want to be in. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But yeah, I just want to say open discussion. You may ask me
Mhm.
anything in any way. I would be happy to answer any questions. So you make it roll. I'm doing this for a
Okay.
purpose, everyone.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
coming over to everyone's channel because that's
Mhm.
the point. You
Right,
network.
right.
You don't I
Yeah.
don't I'm not greedy. Everything does not have to happen on my channel.
Right, right. Right. And people, some that may not have come to your channel and heard what's going on, they may be somewhere else. So
Right.
even if it's a handful of people or whatever, that's somebody else that will come check your channel out and
Mhm.
say, oh, you know what, let me go see what's going on. So, well, I mean, and so, the reason for the conversations right now is
Mhm.
because of a separation, and some things that happened,
Mhm.
excuse me, just recently this week or the past week. But I do want to I also want you to talk about what you actually do on your channel and
Okay.
things that you share, because I'm going to say this. Let me see. So before this, what happened,
Mhm.
as far as the separation, before that, you were involved in some back and forth,
Oh yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
so at that point, so I came over to your channel to come see, because like I said earlier, I'm going to come see for myself what's
Mhm.
being said and what's going
Thank
on. So
God. Thank you for
yeah,
doing that. Thank you for doing your own research. Thank you.
yes, yes. So, I came over, and it was you were the first video I saw, came across, because I want to say you were actually live at the time that I came over.
Uh-huh.
So, and I kind of was listening or whatever, and you were talking about, buying, being a buyer,
Yeah.
and you were
Oh
talking
yeah.
about the person, stuff like that. So I was very much so interested, and I was like, oh, okay. So, I had no idea like you were involved in things like that. I had no idea what you
Right.
did for a living.
Right.
Um, so I was intrigued with all. I'm like, okay, so I didn't know what you did for a living or anything, because what I don't, unless I, do have some communication off,
Mhm.
off screen, or, people share things with me. I
Right.
don't ask what people do for a living. I don't ask about your family, your life, nothing.
Right. Or
I
or
just,
or your experience is so foul, you're like, screw that
right.
bitch. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't, so yeah. So, so I don't know what people have going on until they share it. So I was like, okay. So I was like,
Thank
she has a lot
you.
going on. And so that was awesome to learn and
Thank you.
stuff. So I would like you, even though we are going to talk about, recent events, I would
Absolutely.
like you to share like what you do, and, what you're doing on your channel and what your goals are as far as that goes too, going forward.
Well, thank
So,
you.
you're
Yeah.
welcome. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Do you
So
want me to do it now or just I'll do it later on? You want me to do it now or later?
it's up to you. You want to do it
Okay.
now?
I can do it real quick. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
Let's
ahead.
stay on the subject that you're intrigued with because
Yes.
I
Yes.
and again, thank you. Hello, chat. Hello, Skybox. Please subscribe, like, and share. Please put this, if you're a content creator, hit the share and put it on your comment section because that's my goal is to help everybody level up
Mm-hmm.
in a
Mm-hmm.
positive manner. See, right now, I'm free, April.
Yes.
I don't have to be scared to come over to your place anymore. You see how that worked?
Yes, I understand.
So
I totally
I'm going to
understand.
continue to behave as a moderator. Okay. All
Mhm,
right.
mhm,
So definitely subscribe to April. Okay. You would be so you would be swept away. We in
mhm.
Vegas, they have beauty conventions. They have
Yes.
accessory conventions. They have perfume conventions. They have wig conventions. I
Mhm,
That makes my heart jump out of my chest knowing that you engaged and watched that video. Okay?
mhm.
So
Yes.
that was the purpose of me creating my channel is to
Mhm.
show other people, hey, look, you could click on those links and you and a girlfriend and whoever could go. I don't need to
Mhm.
go. I've been there. So that
Yes.
was the point of that video. Thank you so much. I just had to get
You're
that out.
welcome.
Thank you.
Yes. You're welcome. Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. And I mean,
Wow.
that's part of the reason why I love, what I do on my channel. And that's what I'm like working towards is to be a part of that world. Like,
Mhm.
I can't wait till I can go and do things like that. And, just meet different people with the same
Right,
things that you're interested in. And, that's
right,
awesome. People from all over. Some even some places in the world, not just our country, different places in our country, but different parts of the world,
right.
meet
You
all
will.
different types of
Look,
people. Yes.
look, this is the season of the vision board. Just put it on your vision board. Okay.
And it
Okay.
is. And
It
it
is.
is.
It is. Yeah. Okay. So let
That
me get
damn vision board.
girl
That damn
back.
vision board is
Okay.
starting up.
Look, my daughter
It's
was like, "Are you gonna throw yours out the window?" I'm like, 2 seconds from doing it. But anyway,
don't do it. Don't do it.
no, I'm not. I'm not.
It's so funny because and kind of not. It's kind of not because it's something that is supposed to when you're talking about manifesting things in your life, you're talking about
Right.
being positive and working towards things that you want to accomplish, and you use something like that as leverage or
Oh my
a
God.
way to beef. And it's like, what, you may not want to speak that, you may not want to do that because you might just get
Baby.
the
Baby.
opposite
And
result. I'm telling you.
literally, I'm looking at it. I'm like, a beef brewing? No, you missed the mark, baby. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Mhm.
Girl, I was like, what? And the gag, that's a prop. It has nothing to do with the beef sector. It's a prop for a
Mm.
set that I'm working on in the
Oh,
spring.
wow. That is funny.
Isn't you
Wow.
how embarrassing? I was embarrassed, but we're in the beef sector. I had to clap back. That's it. That's all, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, this is what I
Yeah.
do in my personal time. Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Come on YouTube, do whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
Started my channel, do my
Mm-hmm.
uploads.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in this sector for a minute. We all have been. I would
Mm-hmm.
be in April's. Remember how you would come in on the morning? We would just say, "Hey, good morning," and just chat it up, and just
Yeah.
see you later
Yeah.
on the way to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was never
Yeah.
that. Your channel wasn't that based on what we were doing. You were like, "Hey, this is what I'm
Mhm.
doing. Come and chill
Yeah.
out." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's about creating a space of like-mindedness and a place where people feel comfortable just to, you might have something you want to get off your chest that day. You might be interested in whatever's going on around here. We're
Mhm.
talking about,
Mhm.
you might just be passing through, tell everybody have a good day. People wish you well.
Mhm.
It's a lot what I and just in my real life, a lot of times people don't have just that, people who check on them daily, people
Oh,
who,
yeah.
sometimes you don't have those relationships to where,
Right.
you have people who check up on you and care about your day. You can go on YouTube. A lot here on YouTube, we speak to some people more than we talk to people in our real life
I
because,
I crave
mhm,
uh the engagement, the interaction. It is to me,
mhm,
it's on a geeky level. It's very
mhm,
sci-fi on just a personal level. Aren't we
mhm.
lucky to have it?
Yes, absolutely.
Duh.
Absolutely. You know,
Yeah.
and you do grow a genuine care for a lot of people that
Yes.
you interact with on here. So, yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I
I
enjoy
so.
it.
I think so.
Mhm.
Well, since it's a pandemic, my profession, quoting fingers in the air, what I do every day, all day long, and I'll do it till I die. I am a licensed massage therapist, but I only do that for giggles and shits because I'm a spa girl. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What had happened was I was my mom's caregiver. Okay.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
being her caregiver, what had happened was in order to stay in the space she had to have what is it? Not a 24-hour nurse. I think a check-in nurse or something like that. I can't even remember the term.
Okay.
But we were looking at the bills and I was like, I'm not paying nobody else that much money.
Right.
And,
Right.
and I was like, I asked her daughter, I asked her doctor, I'm like, what do they need to do? Well, she had edema really, really bad in the leg area.
Okay.
And that's just a massage. Okay. We were like, screw that. I went to massage school for 7 months. I think it cost maybe 10 grand. And it was just a kiki. Because at the time I was her caregiver. Now, prior to that, my husband, and I have to apologize because look, I was just enjoying myself. Lori, aka Lolo, I just finished an interview with her. She misspoke. My husband was a film producer. He is a film producer, not a director. I'm the director. He's okay. It doesn't matter really, you know. I have been in film industry since I was 12 years old.
Okay.
You know, when I was a younger person, it's because in our family, we are very close to people who are associated with Motown. My cousin, rest his soul, Willie Ford, was one of the original founding members of the Dramatics. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. That's Motown.
Yes. Well, I'm in Toledo, Ohio, so I'm only like 30 minutes from there. Yep. Yep. That's awesome. That is so awesome.
You know the culture, all of that, the clubs, the historical sites, you know all of it. Okay? So what do? They're in movies, film, people come in and record. So they're friends with these people. So if they need kids to come here and there, what do? They just grab their kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
As you're going through school, graduate high school, go to college, then military, right? So that was just a field I was used to. When you're not soldiering, right? We have, relax and recreation. We have clubs on base, and the biggest entertainment entity associated with the military is the USO, Bob Hope, right?
Oh, wow. Okay. Yep.
Right. Thank you, you guys. The USO is all over the planet. So just think about it. This young troop, I get my first mission, and then they're like, you hear people talking, things like that. For instance, if you're stationed in Germany, there's weekly buses to Paris.
Oh, wow. Okay.
To get the troops off base after you get off. So they organize things for morale. Okay. So one of the trips was, Shaka Khan is going to be singing in Berlin. So you get on the bus and go watch Shaka Khan. We got to see Shaka Khan. We got to see Stevie Wonder. All of these acts would come into town, right? And I'm watching people. I got all this experience, right? And I'm watching people. I'm like, I want to do that. I can work behind the scenes. I can work on the stage. And they're like, okay, we'll hire you. So I did USO part-time when I was in the soldier overseas. And then I got married, had kids, things like that. Okay.
Right.
So when we moved to the Bay Area, Travis Air Force Base, because their dad is retired military as well. My first husband. Okay. When the kids get junior high-ish, you know how it is, April. You gotta do you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. You're like, shoot, I need my girl time, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And I would drive in and out of the Bay and do my boutiques. Me and my girlfriends would go to the Bay Area and have crab on the wharf. We live in the life, Yes. I was doing my research and I found out about this architect, this lady, because I love buildings. Had I been smart in math, that was my goal in school. I suck at math, so that was a no-go. but I
Yeah.
still love to look at buildings, so they can miss me on that. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Julia
Mhm.
Morgan was one of my heroes in books as far as being an architect. So here I am in a new place and I hear
Mhm.
about this lady. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go find one of her buildings, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
I walked into a theater. I'm like, why is this a theater? In the paper, it says it's a church. Well, they had converted an old church that Julia Morgan designed. She was famous for building Hearst Castle. Hearst, the famous newspaper man.
Mhm. Yep.
She, the first really main female architect in America.
Oh
Awesome, right?
wow. Okay. Yep.
So I'm running around the Bay Area finding her spot. Again, I'm just, you're a military wife. You get
Yeah.
bored, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I walked into this place. I'm like, well, this is not a church, it's a theater. So of course that fascinates me.
Yeah.
Girl,
Mhm.
girl, we talk. Well, by the
Mhm.
end of us talking, he said, well, come back next week and interview.
Mm.
So I worked my way up, trust and believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I became the executive director of the theater in Berkeley.
Oh wow. Okay. That's
You know,
awesome. See? See?
so
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
about it, because
Mhm.
people think you have to be this fancy smancy, 15 feet tall model. There, number one, who runs the show? Not the model. She's just walking up and down the catwalk,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So
Right. Yeah. She ain't running the show.
she didn't build the set. She didn't paint it. She don't know how to put lights up. She don't know sound, nothing. That's what we do, production people.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because when people,
Mhm.
oh, of course, it's very flattering. Like yourself, people come, oh, you're so pretty. You should be an actor. I don't want to be an actor. I'm backstage making money, honey. Fuck that. That's how
Well,
I
that's like people who want to, you should be the artist. Well, no, that's the face.
thought.
Like you don't
Yeah,
being the face to the brand or
yeah.
being the,
How how
you're the puppet. You're the
how
what they're putting
how
together.
about how about
Mhm.
April be the publisher of the magazine? You know what I'm
Well,
saying? How about that?
mhm.
Right? Be
Mhm.
the boss, right? So
Mhm.
through that job, I would interact with other performing venues. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
How it all connects. And through
Mhm.
that, you get contacted by casting directors, because why? We employ performers. Okay.
Okay.
And through
Mhm.
casting directors, when movies come into town, who do they work with? Movie sets.
Right.
So
Right.
it's a direct connection. It's a thread of professionals just working together, getting paid,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So one day, one of the casting directors suggested I come on set to help her. And I know I don't even want to say it. It's like when all the extras are together and you kind of have to get them organized. I call it the circle. I don't like the word they like to use. It's just, to me, it's just very foul. Even back then,
Okay.
I'm not calling people bovine. That's what,
Oh.
cat, they would call it the cattle.
Oh.
I said, you
Mhm.
don't be calling no females cattle. That's rude as hell, right? So I
Oh
just called
wow.
them the circle. So I would
Yeah.
go and they would call me and say, we need 25 people for your circle on this film. So I would, with the theater and
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
basically they hired the theater. I work there, so I get paid to help. So the
Mhm.
theater and I would hire these extras, and we would all go on over in a bus, and they would get to work on film sets as extras. And they might have been in the shot with an A-lister. We would just get fun, just getting our life fun, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but before I move on with the story, because I want to
Mhm.
share something different with every platform. I don't want to be repetitive. I wanted to
Right.
share this with you because you're young and dynamic,
Mhm.
and you'll get this story. Okay.
Yes.
One day I'm closing the theater late, because you know how it is when you're in charge, first one in,
Yeah.
last one out. Okay.
Right. Yep.
And you look, we black. Excuse me, we're closed. Don't be knocking on my door. And he kept knocking on my damn door. I'm like, okay, he better have some money in his pocket. Okay. Do you want to rent? Do you want to buy something? Because I'm going home. He said,
Yeah.
no. He says, I'm so sorry. He says, I have an emergency. Somebody sent me over here from a theater in Oakland. Because think about it. If there's only 10 theaters in the Bay Area, we all know each
Mhm.
other because we're running them. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
somebody has sent him over. because he was the manager of our R&B group. Okay. He said, we lost our rehearsal space and they will kill me if I don't find anywhere for a band to rehearse. Right. And I was like, the board has gone home. You can't do anything on your own. You have to get approval for anything. I said, you know what? I said, well, okay, come in.
Yeah.
No cell phones back then. Okay. So I called my boss's wife, which I rarely do.
Okay.
And she picked up the phone. She was like, what's wrong? I said, no, I'm very sorry. And I won't say her name. We in this sector, whatever.
Right. Right.
I said, is he with you? She said, no. She said, what's wrong? Because they own the property, number one. And
okay.
He was the architect who hired me. Okay. And I told her the situation. She was like, yeah, go get the money. She was like, yeah, you have my permission. I was like, okay, because he told me how much. I said, and of course, it's a business transaction. She told me which contract to have him sign. We signed it.
Right. Okay.
2 hours later, I'm standing in front of the theater because I said, do you need equipment? What do you need? Do you need me to call the lighting guy? He said, no. It's like the whole MRF crew. I mean, he was cussing there. He was.
Oh, so he had everything.
He was on the line. Okay. He was like, no. I'll give you 2 guesses. What group do you think it was that walked up? And I almost died.
What? Who was it?
Blackstreet.
Oh my God.
When Teddy Riley fell out, when he came out of that bed, I said, bitch. I didn't say bitch at that time. I was like, oh my God. But when they walked up and saw a Black woman, he came straight up to me and he held my hand. He said, you saved our ass. Not only are we grateful, they were like, you Black, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, because I mean, you know what? When you do meet people in certain positions, and you see they look like you. He
was so grateful. I think they had maybe had a concert the next day at some big arena. It might have even been at A Stadium or where the Raiders used to be. I don't know the names of the stadiums, but they had to do what they had to do. They had to rehearse and do. It was great. I got to sit in and watch them dance and sing and everything. It was fantastic because I did that. They said, what can we do? I said, you don't have to do nothing. He said, no, we're going to do something. So he got on the phone. And I had told him I had kids and I said, oh, wow, they're going to be so awesome. They gave me CDs they're going to be so excited because they're so awesome. They gave me CDs with their names and everything. And one of the CDs I opened, it was 4 tickets to go see Janet Jackson and Usher.
Oh my goodness.
Baby, my kids still talk about that to this day.
That's so awesome.
And my goodness. Yeah, through that, we never lost contact. Not like we call each other anything, but it's that type of relationship. When I'm somewhere, like for instance, every Christmas, hey, how are you? Merry Christmas. And then every Easter, it's that type of thing. Because why? We follow each other. We say hi on the Instagrams and things like that. It's not about clout chasing or anything like that. It's like through the years of doing what I've done. And he loves the fact at the time Willie was alive. He was like, oh my God, I've met Willie. I said, yeah, I told him you were here. It was just nice. Oakland Coliseum. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's all past. The kids are grown. I'm running the theater. I'm working on film sets when they come into town. All that good stuff. Well, of course, you know how it goes with relationships. The kids had since went to college. The first husband was gone bye-bye. And I was an empty nester. So I said, you know what? Northern California, the kids are somewhere else. I'm going to Southern California because the film industry and the theater industry was kind of drying up. Yeah. The people I was working for weren't really interested in keeping the theater. They were selling it. And it was a whole different vibe with the people that were buying it. I was like, I'm out of here, Yeah. I went to Southern California. But in between that, like I said, raising the kids, I had always had day jobs. I don't want anybody to think, oh, that's I did all day. Deidre has always had day jobs. I've always considered those jobs as moonlighting jobs. Meaning If somebody making movies against the law, I still got my 40-hour-a-week job over here. You know what I'm saying? So I was always doing I love moonlighting. That's why I like doing this. And if I want to go work at a spa, I can work at a spa. My friend could say, "Oh, go work at a movie. There's a movie in San Francisco, or there's a commercial being shot. Do you want to go to the set?" Sure. And I just go and do whatever they tell me to do. That's what, and I'm older now, so I don't have to run around and do everything I used to do. But that's how it started. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then eventually
and
I moved
you
to
basically position yourself, that see, what you are explaining here is how you have to put yourself out there, you can find yourself in the most random situations just because of your interest, and then you can really be blessed with the situation that you didn't even prepare yourself for, but you wasn't prepared for. That's awesome. You have to put yourself out there.
Yes.
And really, you can't wait for opportunities to come to you. It's not all about filling out paperwork or applying for a situation. It can be the most random situations, and that's awesome.
Well, think about it. Think about it. Like you said, when you go to one of those conventions, look, I always tell people, wear gym shoes. You might be cute on the top. Make sure you wear gym shoes, because didn't you see in that video how huge it is in there? It's crazy.
Yes.
Guess what you're going to be doing? You're going to be networking. You're going to have like 200 cards in your hand at the end of the day.
Yes. Okay.
And then, and you're close to New York. So it's the same convention. It happens in New York, Vegas, and I think Tokyo. Okay. So when you go, that's when you're going to start your networking. You're going to get all those cards. Even I tell people, even if you get in, buy your ticket, just walk up and down and get the free literature. And every once in a while, don't be afraid. Walk up to a vendor and say, "Did you design that? Tell me about it." They're going to be so happy to talk about the button. You know what I'm saying? It's fascinating to interact. Or when you go to one, because you love makeup, when you go to a makeup convention, wherever, you'll get to talk about formula, essential oils, all that good stuff. And then what? You're going to bring that back, come to your YouTube channel and make 5 videos. Pace it. Don't just make one, make 5 videos. Do you see what I'm saying? So you're right. You nailed it on the head. And for me, it was never about going Hollywood. It was like, shit, I got the experience. What? I'm raising kids. I'm getting the money. So they had grown up. And so what do? You progress. You move to Southern California. That's where I met my husband, and we made our 3 films together. So that's how that kind of worked together.
Yeah. Okay. So you said like your first marriage. So you met your husband, who you're married to now, once you moved and the kids were older, and that sort of thing. Okay. Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, I love that. And like you said, asking a person about like their creative process or how they came to be. It's all, anything that a person is involved, if they're a creator in any industry or any way, that is when you ask them those questions, and I think they find the joy in it again, because so many people are more on the outside of it. It's almost like, okay, like I'm the type of person, if I go get my nails done, I just tell them just do whatever, because I feel like people are their most creative when they're able to
oh my God, that's a great point.
do their thing, like something like that, so to meet a person who creates or designs anything, and to really like just ask them simply, about the process or how they got that idea or anything, you really can get you can hear and see the joy in a person explaining that, because
what I could give and would give. Let's just say you and I were on a private live right now, and we were both looking at each other in our bonnets. Okay, it's late, whatever, but I wouldn't have a problem showing you in my bonnet. You would show me, I would show you how to lay out, sort of like prepare, like if you were preparing for a photo shoot, right?
Yeah.
And I would show you what the layout, I would name it, and I would say, okay, hit it. And then you come on and make a video talking about that. And maybe you can get one of your girlfriend as the model, and you can be talking about her, outfit. It's not about doing it in real life. You just staged a production.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
On
There
your
you go.
YouTube channel. And what I'm saying is, I can just come on and say, okay, put that over there. Da, da. Okay, good luck. I'll be in the skybox. You see what I'm saying? Why
Yep.
can't I do that?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can.
You
And that's
can.
what I'm going to do. I'm not talking about all of us renting expensive equipment and shooting on the top of a mountain. No, I'm focusing just on what this 4 little walls right here, what we're talking about. And I can already write down everything that you do, and I can give you some ideas, and then you say, no, I want this idea. We're going to take that idea, and you do your show, and then you're done. You got it. Boom,
There
go.
you go. Uh-huh. Well, that's the beauty of YouTube. And, I mean, I know like here and lately in the most recent years and moving forward, YouTube is starting to, or Google, I should say, are, they're cracking down and they're trying to get more control. But
Right.
that is the beauty of YouTube, because it is about your individuality, you creating, it might be something that you don't see on
Yeah.
regular TV or see anywhere else.
How about
Yeah.
you and a couple friends stage a mock? I don't know. What are the shows where they design stuff and they compete? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I don't even know. I
I'm drawing a blank right now, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mock it,
Yeah.
pretend, mock it.
Yeah.
Do a mock a fashion show or whatever,
Yeah.
and film them doing it while you're talking in the background. Just do it. Nobody. You don't need a license to do that. And guess what? Somebody might see it, or people like you just found something you liked on my channel. You'll start a stream of people coming to your channel.
Yeah. Yeah, because I always say, I don't care what it is you're interested in, you will find somebody who is interested in that same thing. I've always said that over here. Because, people are like, well, I don't know if somebody will like this, and they want to start a channel, or if you're interested, you will. I don't care if it's 5 people. Somebody else is interested in that same thing.
And then the next thing you know, it'll just pop. You'll be like, oh,
yes,
they're getting a kiki out of me talking about ruffles on a skirt. You'll be surprised.
Yes, you will.
Yeah. So I appreciate you letting me explain that. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad to hear it, because, people want, I mean, somebody could assume that, oh, she has a European husband, she got her start this way, or, oh, she just, it was just handed to you. Let me just say that. It was just handed to you. But it wasn't just handed to you.
No, ma'am.
You saw things, you went out, you presented yourself, and you were offered opportunities, and you took that. So, I mean, that's important to know, because assumptions, people will assume and put their own stories together. So,
oh my goodness,
you said that. Yes.
When all they have to do is ask.
Well, that's funny too, because somebody will make up a whole story and never ask you a question. It's
exactly. It's sad.
Yeah. Thank you to everybody coming in. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to everyone. I did see a couple of questions in the chat, but we're gonna move on to just a couple of things, and then we'll, any questions we will ask at the end, if we don't discuss it during the next, Okay, so all right, so what I do want to ask, because before the separation happened, if we just go ahead and move on to what what's been going on. So, wait a minute, let me just say this too, because guys, what we were just talking about, Deidre is involved in the film world and the theater world, and she's into that that's her career, that's her actual career. She has been involved in a lot of things around the country, different parts of the world, and she was just explaining how she got her start. Because a lot of people would they assume, I've seen some things in her chat being said about what color her husband is, what she does for a living, how, so it's just, she was just explaining that yes, this is what I do for a living, but this is also how I came to be, and how I came to get into that. So her and her husband they do work in the same industry, but they have totally different positions, and she wasn't handed that position. She did actually go out, and she was just offered opportunities, and she took those and worked her way up,
which is very as far as being a Black woman,
Yes.
that's huge.
Mm.
It's huge. Not that I'm
I'm telling you, because it's double
braggadocious
standards
or
against
proud
you.
about it, but that's
Mhm.
why I shared that story of when he came, when when Teddy Riley came out of that bus, he was acting like if because that he knew me, but the fact that he was like, and you're Black,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Because yeah.
guess what?
Mhm.
Artists like to work with their own. That
Yes.
answers that. I want to work with my own
Yeah.
culture.
Yeah. I think it not only, I don't know, I don't know. The word maybe comfortability, or just
Mhm.
maybe, you can feel at ease a little bit, or maybe even feel like things will be done,
Mhm.
more on how you want them to be done. When you are an artist or you're in that industry, you have people pushing you around, telling you what
Oh
to
my
do, what to
God.
wear, how to look,
Yeah.
what to say. Everything is being told to you. And so when you do get to work with people who are, they're just like you, they look like you, they come from some of the same places as you,
Mhm.
you kind of feel like, yes,
Isn't
this
that
person
great?
gets me, and
Yes.
not just saying that because you're the same ethnicity that somebody will get you, but it does offer that, it does make a difference. It makes a whole hell of a lot of difference.
Totally.
I'm going to feel much more comfortable when I see somebody that looks like me,
Yes.
my same industry or whatever, rather than being in a room of a bunch of people that I don't have no idea how to connect with, and I'm just waiting on somebody to tell me what to do. And,
Oh, it feels
so
so
just tell
great.
me what I'm doing so I can get up out of here.
And guess what? It's about celebrating each other.
Yes, yes,
How
absolutely.
about that?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. So, okay, so yeah, so you guys please check out Deidre's channel. She talks a lot about what she does for a living, gives you behind the scenes stuff. She's working on things coming up this year. Corona is going on, so they're not doing a whole lot in person, but they do have
Right.
projects they're working on. And then she does give you a lot of information as far as how you can be involved, and you can start your own stuff as well. So
Mhm.
so anyway, so okay, so this thing happened, but before this thing happened,
Mhm.
you had some back and forth going on. And so I kind of want to go from there. I just want to start before the separation happened,
Okay.
because I would like to ask, at first it was Bama.
Mhm.
And from what I know, not from being involved in the conversations, but let me just use QB as an example,
Mhm.
because he's someone that speaks to Phi Babe directly, and he will come on. He will, say what he feels about a situation or a person, and then he's reeled back in. Obviously, somebody reaches out to him, he's pretty much checked on a situation, or a video is made, and now he's coming on apologizing. Has that ever happened to you, like in any of the times that you have, Bama, Maturish, any of this, when you was on D. Ramsey's platform, because D.
Mhm.
Ramsey feels the same way that you do about the Bama situation. You guys
Right.
had a good conversation,
Right.
and you guys were on the same page, and then next thing you know, D. Ramsey's coming on and she's apologizing. So I'm like,
Right.
you
That's
know,
that's a great question. That's
yes.
you're blowing my mind. Okay. The answer would be no. I always felt like I didn't not fit, but I wasn't being paid attention to. So
Okay.
I was never included because number one, I'm not on the show, which is no big deal. I wasn't in the because remember the blow up had happened with Tracy D and her daughter,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I was brought on, okay, and
Yes.
so these people had already had tight relationships, even though
Yes.
look, we're gonna keep it 100. Even though before I got the mod stick, I was
Mhm.
swinging and banging
You
for the
were.
content creator,
You
right?
were. Yes, you were. Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
obviously, when you're brought on board, you're like, oh shoot, you're not on JV no more. You're on motherfucking varsity, okay? And
Mm-hmm.
you're still performing and doing what you're supposed to be doing. Guess what? Just like the people who support you do, it's the same thing. So I don't
Right.
understand. Sometimes people think it's different. It's the same. But
Right. Right.
I had a prior issue with
Mm-hmm.
with Blutify.
Oh, okay.
The prior issue was even,
Mhm.
okay, vacation. I forget some of the months. So pardon me, excuse me. I
Yeah,
think it was
no.
supposed to happen in July.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so look, you can correct me. So it's supposed
Mhm.
to happen in July. Of course, it's not
Mhm.
going to happen. The responsible thing to do during the pandemic, because people are dropping dead in the thousands, is to cancel everything. Okay, so
Come on.
it was
Yeah, come on.
canceled. I'm not
Mhm.
trying to debunk or say what had happened. I'm just saying
Okay.
my experience. Okay,
Okay. All right.
then what? It was pushed back to what? September, right?
Yes. Yes. Mhm.
In all of that process.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
The real, and I'm just saying, we go way back to Wiley's chat.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
because she's been around for a while.
oh
So I
yeah, yeah,
seen her.
we
Yeah.
girl, we've been in these streets. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
We gonna keep it real. Come on now. Y'all know what I give or whatever.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right. Right.
So she had reached out to me because for some reason she had told me, she says, I can't get in touch with I booked my hotel. I got a hard deadline. I need to talk to her.
Mhm.
And I said, send an email. She said, I did. I said, call. She said, I did.
Mm.
She said, I even reached out to Blutify.
Mm.
And I really didn't have any interaction with Blutify other than you come in the chat and you say hi. That's it. I
Right.
don't know you. I don't, you know what I'm saying? You're polite to everyone's moderator. I don't care if
Yeah.
you are in a fight with the content creator. When you drop down in the chat, you
Mhm.
respect a moderator. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
who I am. Maybe, courtesy ain't common no more. I don't know. It is what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
So think about it. She's contacting me to tell me that the moderator is not helping her and she can't get in touch with She's not trying to lose a deposit on a hotel
Mhm.
room. I'm like, well, shit, we're gonna tag team it, okay?
Yeah.
I said,
Right.
we're gonna blast the email. We're gonna call, or we. I said, well, forget bothering anybody else because obviously, when I asked you to do something and I asked you to
Mhm.
do it again, and it's 30 days later, I'm bothering you. You're not,
Mhm.
you know what I'm, we black. We're like, girl, she ignoring me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Mhm.
Eventually, the real got in touch with done.
Mhm.
And that was maybe
Mhm.
4 weeks prior to the Tracy Demi blow up. Okay. Well,
Mhm.
what had happened was
Mhm.
I was at work one day and the real,
Mhm.
I'm just saying, calls me because in the interaction going back and forth trying to get in touch with we had exchanged phone numbers.
Okay.
Obviously, right?
Okay. Uh-huh.
So and hey, let me say this too. I had
Mhm.
started my channel way back in January. Deirdre was
Okay.
always doing her thing way before she was a moderator for anybody in the sector. It is
Right.
what it is. Okay.
Right.
So the real called me and said, where are you? You need to go to 5A's live. She wants you to call in. I'm like, I'm at work. I can't be calling her. She said she wants you to be a moderator. I was like, what?
Mm.
Do you remember? I don't know if you do, but came on live and
Mhm.
said, can somebody help me find Deirdre with the
I
long
saw that.
name and Firefly? Do you remember that?
I saw that. Yep. Mhm.
Well, the real got on the phone because she is real. She rolls hard with Babe Nation. That's who
Yeah.
she is. Nobody can take that. I don't even care if somebody rides hard with the devil. That look, if they want to go, let them go to hell. Okay, it is
Yeah.
what it is. I'm not here to
Mhm.
judge anybody. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
So she called me. So as soon as
Mhm.
I got home, I sent I believe, an email, a text, and then
Mhm.
the next time she came live, then she modded us, me and Firefly at the same time. Okay.
Mhm. Yep.
2 or 3 weeks after that, the real sent me a text and says I was blocked.
Mm.
And I'm like, you know us. The first thing I say, well, what did you do? What happened?
Right. Yeah. What happened?
Because I didn't
Mhm.
do nothing. I just got blocked. I'm like, okay. But think about it.
Mhm.
We went
Mhm.
from her and I working together to do a good thing because she was being ignored.
Yeah.
She calling me to give me the fun, good news, right?
Mhm.
Then I'm sitting here in a space with somebody that does what they do, which is cause havoc. I'm gonna say, look, I can't even say hi to somebody before their neck would be chopped off. I'd be like, well, damn, can we just say hi to them first? Let's just say somebody drops down and say, "Fi, your wig is crooked." I'm not gonna block you for that. I'll block you if you say something horrid about her grandma. I mean, let a troll get a little life. Just let them come on in. It's just a stinky little troll. Baby, she would chop off every bam, bam. I'm like, girl. And the reason why I say that is because people would start reaching out to me saying, can you please, just like what The Real did.
Yes. Which is crazy, because let me just interrupt you just for a quick second. That okay, so there's prior moderators that got, basically got their position taken for that reason alone. Bella Breaker was supposed to be, because she was blocking people. She was going crazy blocking people.
Yeah.
Who was the other one? Oh, BBK blocking people.
Yeah.
So yeah. So anyway, and then, one person, Tracy D, was the only person that was supposed to be blocking people. So then, after she lost her position, maybe Blutify is the next one that went.
I considered her the lead moderator. If y'all want to go that far, of course. She earned it. I'm not gonna take that from nobody,
Right. Okay. But it's just funny that, I mean, if that's Blutify has been there, I mean, I'm just saying, has she been the one doing it the whole time? Because all these other people have been accused of doing the blocking. So it's like, it's still happening. So, and it's still supporters. So, okay.
And think about it. Let's use you, because I don't want to get into the point where I'm saying somebody's name 50 times. So let's just say we're talking about April. Okay.
Yeah.
And you've gone through this horrible public blow up, and everybody in this sector is either dragging you, talking about you, or harassing you. Okay. It's a lot.
Okay.
What do I look like causing more problems regarding what you just said? Because I was getting email after email after tell her that she's a snake, tell Fi that she's blocking people unnecessary, because what y'all like to do is try to hold another moderator responsible for what somebody else is motherfucking doing. It ain't me. Call the bitch out. You send her an email. I'm not bothering her right now. It's a lot going on. It's always a lot going on in Babe Nation. Okay, let's keep it 100. It's a lot. Okay.
So let me clarify really quick though, that because, okay, so the real, she was reaching out because, there was one date scheduled, then another date scheduled, and then nothing happened. There were no updates or anything. So she's saying, let me figure out what's going on so I can know what I need to do, because I got real life and I got to move on.
Thank you.
Okay. So all this time is going by, and then you're still not even a moderator. And then so all of this time, she had never gotten a response because you weren't even a moderator yet. Then you were.
Exactly.
And then, so did she ever actually get her refund? Do you know?
I don't know about the refund, because the refund is the now. That was
okay. All right.
I will hit that when it's in sequence.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
I'm not here to hold nothing back. But
no, go ahead. Okay.
So let's just say it's a month after the birthday parties. Okay. Well, what happens a month after the birthday party? The Bama. The Bama thing. It was out of control. It was like every month it was like bam, bam, bam. What the hell is going on, right? So you would think in situations like that, you have your group of moderators. I always felt like I was a damn good moderator, especially during a live chat, but also after the live, in the sense that, hey guys, people like Ask April and your Sean Bradley's, things like that. Your comment section is on fire. Okay. And that's part of your job too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fi Babe is not going down there cleaning up shit. That's what we do.
Yeah.
unless you want porn sites and people are attacking each other, and that's not a good look. Every once in a while, when I'm just sort of kind of relaxing, I just pull it up and see, oh, okay, bloop, that person got to go. Oh, okay. And I'd help go hi. And you know how you interact with people in the comment section? It's fun.
Yeah, it is.
So miss me when people say, oh, you're doing too much. What? I'm doing too much because I take pride in my job. Volunteering is phenomenal. How about that? Are people in this sector hating on volunteers? I mean, are we okay? You know?
Yeah. That's essentially what it is. It's not a paid position, but
and look, we got money. I'll put it that way. But
okay.
a girl, it wasn't money where you could go pay a bill. No, it was nice and appreciated. Put it that way. But I told her in our first moderator meeting, I said it is not a requirement for me.
Yeah.
And it's cute. And what I would do, I would go and buy my little bear gift, and get a little kiki. But anyway, getting back to the story.
Yeah.
After the Bama situation happened, and you all watched it, so I sometimes I get kind of exhausted when people want to talk about something they already watched. That's
yeah.
I'm not going to do that. So, but you can ask me anything. I, as you all know, did not go. I didn't go with the Bama side. I said, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I made my videos. They were mad at me. We were mad at them, yada, yada, yada. And over in class culture, I kept telling everyone, I said, we're going to address it and we're not going to talk about it ever again on our platform. And we did not, because for me, April, that's taboo. I didn't want to have nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's just going over the same thing over and over and over again. What are you going to say new?
Nothing. But look how long it lasted. I think that story went through the middle of December. It was nuts.
It did. It definitely did.
And then what happened? Stereo. I was like, thank God, I need a break. Y'all kids gone over there and play on the stereo. You know what I'm saying? And then what happened? The money, the wish list. I mean, you guys, we do a lot. I do all of that to say, I figure, okay, while y'all over there having fun, I can come back over to my channel and do some production. So I decided that I'm going to do Vlogmas. I made a video every day in December for Vlogmas from the 1st to the 25th because I switch off and do Kwanzaa. When you look on my channel, now it's a little ragged now because it's a holiday. I was partying. You'll see more videos. I like to line my videos up. I like to create them where you can hit the reminder. Boom, boom, boom. Even if I change the date, you'll still get notified even if I change it. So I would tell my moderators and people who really rock with me, when you see it, hit the reminder. Just hit it. Boo, boo, boo. Don't worry about, oh, it said Saturday at 5. So I changed it to Sunday at 2. Get over yourself. That's not the point. The point is, that's how I draw my audience. Why? Because I'm the small fry. You see what I'm saying? If I'm live and QB goes live, if you don't have a second device, people have the right to see you later. Bye. We're going to get the QB because we like QB or whatever. But what we've been doing over in class culture is, hey, call out while I'm live. How about you open up both devices, pay attention to what he's talking about, and leave me running. Let's network. Let's cross support. April, I've been doing that since the day I got my mod stick. It wasn't like I got my mod stick. Let me start a channel. She's going to help me make 1,000. No, sorry, not sorry. We were like at 827 when I got my mod stick, all on my down. We did it organically.
Okay, so let me just say, jump in really quick here, because this was one of the questions in the chat earlier. Was about you having your own channel. You did create your channel, way earlier a year ago now. We're in January.
Yeah.
So a year ago, you created your own channel way before, you had only been a moderator for about 3 months. So you had your channel long before you became a moderator.
Yeah.
You were a supporter of, Five Babes long before you became a moderator. But she never did, or let me say rarely shared your content, let people know you had a channel. It's almost kind of like Demi, like, you know, she had a channel created for a long while, and I don't want to put everybody in the same box, but it
I know
does
what
seem
you're
as
saying.
if, you
Well,
know, when you're a moderator, you
yeah.
know, I have moderators who are content creators, and I try my best. I'm gonna share them out. I'm gonna tell people, you know, and I do it for everybody, but your moderators especially, they support you 100%.
Right.
They're here for you, you know, regardless of what else is going on. And it's like the least you could do is share their video or let your chat know, like, hey, this is what such and such is doing over here, even if it's not every time. So
Right.
that's one of the questions that. So go ahead. How did you feel about that? Did you notice that, or did you?
That's a great question. Even if one of my moderators is a content creator and bowls, I'm still going to subscribe. I'm still going to share it, but I might not even watch it, and I might even tell you, but they don't even care. They have a subscription and you're sharing it. It's always a way to interact and support each other. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you
Yes.
for saying that. I love you. You're an excellent interviewer. Okay.
Thank you.
This is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting next to someone that you know you're getting not thousands. I'm not going to be over dramatic, but you're getting a lot of emails because she's exhibiting the same behavior. And remember one live right after it happened, and it came out that she was in touch with them, and we were like, what? Why are you in touch with them? Wouldn't you feel away?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this person did. Okay, Miss Me, Tracy D. We're just telling the story. The story was that 5A was waiting for 3 weeks, but your moderator is in touch with her. What? I, as a fellow moderator, I just look kind of side-eyed, like, what? So we got the real thing, right? Then we got the fact that I always suspected it was her blocking her, because here I am. I made the real my moderator, and I just think she's up to fuck shit in the chat.
Okay.
And to me, that's, you're playing in my face. Now you're blocking a Babe Nation member, and you're blocking my motherfucking moderator. And I'm getting all these texts saying you're a motherfucking snake. Okay. But guess what? Didn't say nothing, because you know how it is. Things happen. You know, the Tracy D situation, the birthday parties, you know, the Thanksgiving thing, the Bama girl, and then the stereo. There's a lot going on, right? I'm not going to come to 5A and say these people are complaining about. I could care less. That's her moderator. That's her head moderator. It's her problem. So when people say that I was doing too much and I'm obsessed with it, girl, bye. I showed the letter saying, don't be sending me no text, because when she clicks off, I click off. So,
well, I was going to say this about you doing too much. Okay, because you didn't do anything different than you were doing before you became a moderator. Like, you always were in the chat, you commented. I mean, you stayed down the chat line. I'm just going to say, like, you commented, your emojis, you know, you supported, and you did the same on other people's channel. That, you know, like, if you know, like you said, you would drop down in somebody's comment section if they talking about 5A, you know, QB or whatever. Like, if you supported a person, you were in the chat, and you didn't do anything different. The only thing different is that you happen to have a mod stick. So,
right,
5A definitely can't say anything about you doing too much, and I don't really think other people can either, because she made you a moderator.
Thank you.
In the chat, you know. So,
and think about it. You made me a moderator when you already had a #1 moderator. How is Deidre moving funny? You know, how is Deidre the lead anything? I wasn't even on a damn moderator string where they would all talk to each other. That all of that shit is trash talk. And the fact that the 3, because Firefly did come on with me, but of course she's going to bond more with the younger girls doing the damn things out in the YouTube street. So I'm sure they were on the phones in the back doing everything. But this is the thing. When the Bama girl came up, to him, it was me pitting myself against them. And that wasn't it. I'm a grown ass woman. I can do whatever I want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But and as I showed in my live, And yes, you better know and believe, because I cover my ass. I'm a moderator. You should expect your moderator to get receipts. I was getting my own damn receipts. Okay.
Yeah.
I
So,
proved that it wasn't about what the meeting was. What had happened was the last time 5A went live before the mod meeting is when me and Bluty got into it, because she was addressing me about me in a situation I was in, because yes, I did address Maturus because I can. And if anybody wants to watch the video, go watch it. But that's not what this is about. What was wrong for me, April, and you can give me your honest opinion, and it can be totally opposing. You have two moderators in your chat. If one moderator, and remember, they have my phone number and email. If one moderator wants to address you about something that we're going through or I'm going through, don't you think it's appropriate to send them a text and not do it in the chat, especially in Babe's chat?
I do agree with that. I do agree that, yeah, there shouldn't be, especially between moderators, it shouldn't be any disputes going on or questioning in the chat going on. I've had that happen over here a while back, where somebody, questions somebody, and it's just like, I get it, but if you got anything to say, if you don't have a way to reach out to them, then just reach out to me, but don't do it in the chat, because people are watching and screenshotting and all types of stuff. And if there isn't an issue, there definitely will be one after that. So I do
think about it. I gave an example of when Blutify wrote me that whole letter. I didn't even think it was appropriate to address her. I gave it to what? The content creator. I handed it over to April, because that's your moderator.
Yeah.
That's even more appropriate.
And so you did, you reached out to her directly, right? About I'm the real just being Black. You did reach out to her directly.
Well, this is what had happened. I suspected it was her because someone had asked me who I thought it was, but we were going through so much turmoil.
Right.
I don't need to be fighting with another moderator, because look what just happened. Two moderators are fighting with their ex. I'm not doing all of that.
I mean, the content creator.
What do you mean? No, I did not.
You didn't? Okay. All right. Okay.
Because you know why? This is what happened. It happened on live, because I said, okay, when she comes on live, because I think the real text me and said, can you see me? And I was like, no, where are you? She's like, I'm trying to get in the chat. So she was blocked again, twice.
Okay. All right. So, it had all happened like in the live. Okay. All right. Okay.
So now that's my moderator getting blocked. Is that a good look?
Okay.
I'm getting pissed now. Who in the fuck is blocking my moderator? And she's Babe Nation. That's fucked up. That's playing in my face. Okay. So what we did was, when 5A went live, I sent 5A a text, and she looked down in the chat. She says, why is the real getting blocked? Who's blocking the real? And eventually she got unblocked, and it never happened again. See, it was done on the sly. But and that was the correct thing for 5A to do. It's like, what's happening? So she got unblocked. So by then I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna put that in my little motherfucking file cabinet, okay? And then again, the Bama thing. Of course, I know they was mad at me, because here I am, D Ramsey over here. We ain't going. I don't care. I wasn't mad at the people in Babe Nation that stuck with Bama.
Yeah.
That's the prerogative. But you ain't gonna be mad that I ain't either.
Well, see, and that's where the similarities and the patterns are shown, because like that was our falling out. Me and Five's falling out was because I went somewhere that she didn't approve of, and it had nothing to do with her. Like, yes, I'm a supporter of you. I come in your chat, I may make a video speaking in your favor, but at the end of the day, I have my own channel. I have my own stuff going on, and my point in going to where I went had something to do with something I had going on. It had nothing to do with you. So for you to make it about you, everything's not about you. And so I just feel like once you are a you're a known supporter of hers, you're supposed to move according to what she has going on. And I just, that is going to hold people back. You said about it holding you back, because,
Right.
when she falls out, you got to fall out,
Right.
when she goes, you
Bingo.
gotta go.
And guess what? I guess that was the rub, because
Mhm.
it wasn't even about her. Sorry,
Mhm.
not sorry. It was about Bama.
Okay.
In my opinion, everybody can disagree. As far
Mhm.
as being her moderator,
Yes.
I just felt like when we were still supporting her, and
Mhm.
my story matched D. Ramsey in that we were both watching from the skybox, and look, they can miss me. When I heard
Mhm.
Debonair start talking about vacation money, I said, "That's it. I'm gone." Because number one, I'm still ain't going, and we're
Mhm.
trying to hang in and be your friend because 5A is distressed. But number
Mhm.
two, you playing in my face. And then when Bama Girl came on and said unsubscribe, baby, I hit that button so fast, I said, I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
But these ladies, okay, yeah, I was being nasty, talking about the three-headed snake and everything. I gotta let that go because I'm on a clean slate and I'm just telling my truth. So these three
Mhm.
ladies
Mhm.
roll hard for her, and that's fine.
Mhm.
But then we go to that chat, and Bluty, like I said, instead of texting me about, hey, what happened with Maturish? Come at me,
Mhm.
call me, show some concern.
Mhm.
She wants to claim, okay, oh, it was just funny. You don't know my humor. All capitals. You two
Mhm.
better do this. Y'all can go look at it. I don't even care. The point was,
Mhm.
I was like, did you watch the video? Because you can come at me, April, and ask me
Mhm.
anything. But you
Yeah.
can't come at me and not ask me anything if you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all I had asked her. Did
Mhm.
you watch the video? Because I will explain myself, but I'm not going to
Mhm.
explain myself to somebody that didn't watch the video. And I did that because why? I know she don't watch my shit, bitch. Don't step to me and tell me I don't even care if I cuss out a pastor. If you don't have
Mhm.
nothing to do with it, stand back and watch. Don't tell me nothing about
Mhm.
what I did. I'm a grown motherfucking woman. And then we went back and forth, back and forth. And at the end of the lie, I was
Mhm.
like, you got my number? She said, when am I going to call? I said, now. And then fire went bloop in. Okay. She didn't even know we were fighting in the chat.
Okay.
I have to be fair to 5A. She had no idea. She was running her show. That's the
Mhm.
second point. That's rude as hell. You're disrespecting the content creator with your fuck shit.
I mean, yeah, that is true because we're supposed to keep it on what the content creator got going on, not your personal stuff or what you're upset about.
And look, I'm
Mhm.
getting texts from a moderator. If you have something to ask me, send me a text.
Right.
They're not.
Right.
Look, that's like if they were to jump down in your chat. Deirdre, I got
Mhm.
a question. Girl, you got my phone number. Get out of there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Cut it out. Okay. So she
Right.
called. Like I said, I told her, you got my number. She said, when do I
Mhm.
call? I said, now. So when 5 went off, when do I call? You would think she would be like, I'll call after the. It's about her. She's a narcissist. Anyway, we
Mhm.
hang up. My phone is right next to me, like it always is when I'm on a live
Mhm.
or StreamYard. And she
Mhm.
calls. And of course,
Mhm.
being the rude asshole, she might have said
Mhm.
something like, whoa, what's up? I said, you don't be putting nothing like that in the chat. I said, you know better than that.
Mhm.
Look, miss me. I said, girl, the ops are going to eat that up. Well, you
Mhm.
don't tell me what to do. And I said, well, you don't tell. And scream, scream, scream. I said, you know what? Click.
Mhm.
And then I went live and I cussed her the fuck off. And the first thing I said on my live was,
Mhm.
did you block my moderator? The real, I'm just saying, back in September. I might even left that out. It didn't even matter. She would not answer me, April.
So it's just, I mean, it seems like every person who asks anything about vacation, they get the cold shoulder.
Yes.
Unless it comes out to be public.
Which,
Once it becomes
yeah,
a public
I
matter
agree
and
with that.
people start to speak about it publicly, then it may get some attention after it gains traction. But trying to reach out. Yeah, anything about the fication or anything. I mean, do you, because you were going to fication, right?
Right.
So what I mean, so what did you feel? Did you were just gonna wait for it to be rescheduled and just go with it? You
I was
didn't
I
really.
was I was willing to wait for another rescheduling. And to be honest with you,
Hmm.
it would have, had it been rescheduled, and I'm almost sure, let's just say I'm sure she would might have asked our opinion, which she did. She would. I would
Okay.
have pushed it back to September because
Yeah.
this pandemic ain't going nowhere. I would have pushed it back just to be safe to like
Yeah.
September 2021.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but I'm not there anymore. But that would be my suggestion. If that was your event, April, I would say,
Yeah.
April, just
Hmm.
bite the bullet and just push it back to September.
And I mean, with suggestions, I mean, and it's okay if she chose to reschedule it and people were okay with that, let them be okay. But for people who actually asked for refunds or had questions, because after it didn't happen in September, and we see on live that she did actually have something for her birthday. You know, she didn't have the event, but she did have people come in from out of town. They did have, you know, she did see some people.
Mhm.
Okay. And it just seems like there should have still been some updates. And to my understanding, the updates fell off after the birthday. After the last rescheduling in September, there were no updates on what's going to happen.
And to be honest with you,
Mhm.
I, good question. This is how I'm going to answer that. And I'm not here to tap dance. This is how I'm going to answer that.
Okay.
That's a perfect question because look what happened to one Babe Nation person that was trying to get in touch with someone. Can you imagine 10?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right.
You feel me?
Yep. Okay.
And
All right.
and to be honest,
Mm-hmm.
it got to a situation where look, I was happy.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have lead nothing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, I was happy that people felt comfortable with me, but to be honest with you, I don't have any intel, as y'all guys like to say, on
Mm-hmm.
who asked for what, but
Mm-hmm.
I do know for a fact that
Mm-hmm.
I do believe she did want her money back, but
Mm-hmm.
up until I'm being honest with you guys, up until a week, I had no idea that she did not get it back. But
Oh, okay.
that's that tea on that. I have no idea,
Okay.
but I know she does want it back.
Okay. All right. So, um, okay. So as far as being a lead moderator, the lead, you know, whoever is considered, I guess, quotation marks, lead moderator, you all got the same incentive. I'm pretty sure she said that
Look, look.
she gave all her moderators the same incentive.
Well, according to everybody out in the street, I was doing
Mhm.
too much, and I'm not even the lead. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't you like a stellar moderator? Oh, okay. I guess y'all want less than. I don't know. See, I think they're confusing the fact that I have my own channel and I was doing fun content, talking about
Mhm.
fashion wars, talking about this and that. I was
Uh-huh.
having fun
Mhm.
versus just being a moderator and just
Mhm.
doing Babe Nation stuff. No, when I clicked off and I came over here with the fuck
Mhm.
shit. Yeah, I did some
Mhm.
stupid shit. I put it out here again. If you want an apology, hit me up in my email, or my phone number is always in my description boxes, because I'm not doing no mass apologize. I would like to one-on-one, woman, man. I like
Mhm.
receipts. Put that shit in paper. That look, this is the beef sector. Don't
Mhm.
miss me. Don't play with me. I'll be happy.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
my point is, I'm watching all of this, April. I've explained to
Mhm.
you what a professional I am, having
Yeah.
fun in a realm. Of course,
Mhm.
I'm going to be the professional I am, even
Mhm.
having fun in this realm. It is what it is.
Mhm.
I'm not going to
Mhm.
apologize for that. That's what I do. I don't care. Look, you have people in
Mhm.
your chat that probably hate my guts. We went back and forth. It is what it is.
Mhm.
It's a new
Yeah.
day. But we're
Yeah.
talking about that one incident. And when I
Right.
went off on her and she was
Mhm.
in my chat, drop the link, I just got off the phone with you being rude to me. I said, you
Mhm.
can wait. until my Let It Rip show tonight. I was talking to my people because guess what? My people saw what happened. Sorry, not sorry. I got a platform just like you. You could come on here and cuss anybody you motherfucker want to cuss out. It's the big picture. So that's what I did. And during that, Triple L put in the chat moderator meeting. That's how I found out it was a moderator meeting.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
So I clicked off. And I think it was scheduled for 9. And I thought to myself, and I'm pissed. I can't go to my show and Let It Rip for me is laid back, meaning somebody can come up here and let it rip. It's not me letting it rip. It's you letting it rip. Or we talk about anything. You don't like what's going on in Washington. Let it rip. It doesn't have to be the beef sector. It can be any conversation. But you know that Let It Rip was going to be about Deidre letting it rip. Okay? Because I was pissed. I was madder than a bitch. Okay?
Yeah. I knew. Yeah.
So,
I mean, and then I just felt like, there was no explanation. There was no nothing. She literally just came on and said, this is that. Okay, have a good night. Like, it was like nothing. So I knew a video was coming. And I mean, you deserve that just as much as anybody else. It just feels like deja vu, because it's just, we see these patterns from people, and sometimes, we don't really see it until it happens to us, until it happens to the rest, and so it's just like, oh wow. But I can see, with me seeing her patterns over the time, I seen it coming because you were moving about as you felt, but it was also not cohesive with what she had going on. So
bingo, you are extremely intelligent. Bingo. It didn't fit, did it?
No, it didn't fit. No, it was totally, So, okay. So because we say no doxing, right? You do not support doxers or doxing at all. But people are saying that you called CPS, the FBI, animal control, and that sort of thing, in support of what Five Babe had going on with certain content creators on here. So do you feel that, were you doing that because in support of her or to help her with what she had going on? Did you do it at all?
Total honesty, total transparency. In my opinion, you don't have to confirm or deny. We're all doxers, in my opinion. I will stand in my ish. We all have done fuck shit. Yes, I have. I've apologized to Rita. Rita has accepted my apology. I apologize to April. Who else did I apologize? I apologize to Lori today on her platform. Yeah. So that's what I mean when I say, if you want an apology, you want sincere, and everybody doesn't have a platform. And as of tomorrow, this tour is done. Okay. That's enough. Yeah. But I don't have a problem standing my ish. And this is the thing. When I found out about the meeting, I said, I want to drag this bitch. I got my show coming up at 7, but as you know how it is, you click off a show, then the comments start pouring in. And Babe Nation is like, this is wrong. Stop it. Work it out. Y'all know what the fuck wrong with y'all. Y'all know how y'all get at us. Okay. And eventually, as the hour or the half an hour passed by, I'm like, they're right. They're right. So I obviously, I went to the meeting and I changed my show. I accommodated. Now think about it, you guys. I'm a broadcasting professional. That's like ABC News at 10 says, sorry, we'll see you at 1. No, I set my shit and I'm having my motherfucking show, But I was willing on behalf of Babe Nation to go in here. And I know what it's about. Yeah, I ain't gonna sit here and act stupid. I know it was about us because I didn't spent a half an hour or more cussing the bitch out. But guess what? I was standing in my truth. I finally let it go. What my problem was with her, and guess what? A lot of people agree. Okay, so we get to the meeting. Now, it's a lot of stuff going around, and I think the message got mixed up. I don't have the audio of the meeting. I did not do that because all I needed was the visuals. I think somehow the audio of Bama Girl got mixed into the audio of the meeting. I don't know how that got mixed up.
Okay.
Yes,
all right.
I am denying that I do not have the audio of the meeting. I do not. And it was asked if 5A was recording. I cannot confirm or deny whether she was. I don't know. Okay. So as you saw in my demonstration, and you can always interject me, don't feel like you have to wait. In my demonstration, I pieced that shit one by one because think about it, you guys. I was born, my moderator was born out of what? Another moderator getting in a fisticuff with 5. So here I am dealing with another moderator in Babe Nation that I perceive as shitty. And you're siding with somebody that I cussed out, and you're siding with somebody that plays in my face. And I called her out. So I told my truth in the meeting because the only reason why I showed up, number one, was for Babe Nation, because of your comments. Y'all can go back and look at the comments yourself. And number two, when 5A opened the meeting, she said, this meeting is for Deidre and Bluty to work it out. And I was like, fine. But baby, as soon as Bama's name came up, I said, this is fucked up. Now I see what's going on. They probably have been talking and we got to get this old bitch out of here, And I'm like, you need to get rid of them. If anything, get rid of all of us and keep Miss Playful and go to Babe Nation and get some bomb ass people that would knock it out the park, because they roll with her like that. Because this is what you say, the shift, or how the elegant word, I forgot the word you use. When I saw that she allowed that, I said, you know what? This is the gag. For 2.5 years, I've been a moderator for Jovi Beauty.
Yeah.
Jovi Beauty is under Tasha K's umbrella.
Yes, I'm familiar with Jovi.
So the gag is, honey, you can have it. That's why I wrote in there, bye. Because the gag is, when I did get the mod stick, I wrote Jovi Beauty an email and said, hey, girl, hey, girl, hey, this is what's happening. They be all in my bushes. Anyway, she was like, I ain't taking no damn mod stick. It's just going to stay there and you come and go whenever you want. I had always had a moderator stick, honey. So, these people that are spinning these narratives, Deirdre's cloud chasing, she been waiting for that rent for decades. It's like, miss me. Number one, I stood in and did a kick-ass job being a member of whatever group. And I stood in, stepped up, and did the motherfucking thing. So don't come at me. I wasn't the one people were suspicious of. I didn't play in nut. Look, y'all might not have liked me, but you saw how I be. April, how would you grade me as a moderator? Even you didn't have to like the content creator, but just at least give me that much. I think I did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I mean, this is my thing. Like, when you make somebody a moderator, you usually have had your eye on them already. You already see them. You already know their behavior, and your behavior was the same. So, you were a supporter long before you became a moderator. I think even longer than you were a moderator.
Well, I was only a moderator for 90 days.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I think you were a supporter even longer than you were a moderator. So, and your behavior was exactly the same. So
thank you.
Knowing your behavior, knowing how you support, knowing how you are in the chat, knowing all of that, making you a moderator. I don't see, were you supposed to be different? And if you were, then that should have been expressed before.
Way before. Send me a text, send me something. And guess what? I went from being okay up to that point where we're really getting rid of you because we don't like what you did to Bama Girl. Bye.
Yeah, right.
And we didn't like that you gave Phi Babe a purse that looks like Heidi's lip kit or whatever. So I can give her what the fuck I want. It was her birthday gift.
Right. Right.
And
Okay. So
she had announced she was leaving. So what is this? 3 or 4 days before she was leaving? I really wasn't doing nothing but just leaving 4 days before she was supposed to be leaving. Who cared?
Right. Okay. So I want to ask this question.
Okay.
And it's just, I know you said that you already apologized. And so I'm just going to say this, you guys, for those of you in the chat that are concerned with the doxing, the calling different agencies on people. If she apologized to Rita, I don't know if she apologized to Reed. She is saying that if someone feels that
I'll be happy to apologize to Reed. Reed can, I believe Reed has my email. If she doesn't, it's in my description box. I'll be happy to apologize to Reed. And to be honest with you, let me clean that up.
Okay.
Anybody can call the front desk at a CPS office. That's all I did. I didn't give a name. I didn't give an address. I didn't do anything. Okay.
All right. And Deidre, I'm just going to say that, I understand your position on the apology thing, but I will say that as far as when we talk about things that we've done that may affect people in real life, I don't think that they should have to reach out to you for an apology. I do think that if you do truly apologize, I think that that's something that should be offered. But I do understand your position on that also.
That's great advice. That is excellent advice. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we are on a clean slate.
Yes.
But if something happened where there were some type of consequences stemming from your call with those people, would you be willing to clear up the call? Or, if something, I know you said that you didn't.
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's just, look, I got to do this. Okay.
And I don't know, let me just say this real quick before you answer. I don't know if anything has happened. I don't know because I didn't know about the cause.
No, so it hasn't. And I put it this way. You guys are thinking it's only moderators. You guys are only thinking it's only chatters. You guys are only thinking there's people that's leaving comments. April has 270 people watching. It might be that 269th person that's doing the call. We don't know who's calling.
Yeah, that's true. I've said that. You never know who's watching. And yeah, that's true too.
Yeah. And if I can come in here and say, April knows how I've moved, she watched how I move. And if I can come to April and say, that wasn't me. I've been saying that I don't even know what her address is. That I'm not calling CPS on no Rita. I don't know why anybody had got that. But what I can do is call, we stunt. We all do fuck shit. We're all guilty of doxing. Y'all be on them phones, y'all be sharing emails. We all do it. So I'm not going to sit up here and get crucified by a bunch of people in a group, in a sector that does it. Y'all ain't going with that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, are you willing to answer any questions from the chat, or you?
I would like for you to pick them out if you don't mind, because I can stay focused because I'm not looking at the chat, to be honest.
Okay. All right. I think I see Pizarro's in the chat, but Pizarro, I think you got me blocked because I can't see you in the chat, but I see people talking to you, so I did unblock you on my end.
May I make a statement?
Yes.
When Deirdre apologizes, I'm not apologizing for Phi Babe.
No,
I'm apologizing for, because I have my own channel. Let's just say, let's just say April. When I apologize to April, because I might have made a video with April in it. Yeah, she deserves an apology. It was fuck shit. And this is where the clean slate comes from, you guys. It comes from my own personal declaration. Because when I found out I'm surrounded by people that don't want me, that don't support me, that don't appreciate, we just spent 30 minutes explaining what my background and profession is and how I can help you. If you don't want that, it's time for me to move on. Yeah. And what I had said was, in the process of moving on and growing my own channel organically, I don't have to take your beef with me. It is a clean slate on 1/1/21. That was a personal declaration for Deirdre. And I think I've stood in that declaration since I made that statement. And I
Okay.
mean it because I've grown just by
Mhm.
being a woman and saying, I just don't want to do that no more. And you all
Mhm.
can still support. You all
Mhm.
can come in my chat. We can
Mhm.
talk about this or that, but it's not
Mhm.
my role to take on April's beef with the monster over there or whoever or the Mickey Mouse person over here.
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
going to be your friend. I'm going to be your supporter. But guess what, April? As I support you, Mickey
Mhm.
Mouse might call me and say, hey, Deirdre, let's work on this. I'm going to work
Mhm.
on that. You can't get in your 50s because, hey, I'm a free agent. Deal with it.
Mhm.
That's the meaning for Deirdre, clean slate. I'm not bringing any of that with me. I'm not going to grudge on you because
Mhm.
we did something in November. And see, the thing
Mhm.
that happened with Bama is that was basically the reason why they quotey fingers got rid of me. Well, guess what? I was right.
Mhm.
I told the truth. I had
Mhm.
heard she was talking shit on stereo, and I
Yeah.
put my receipt
Mhm.
on my community page. Okay.
Mhm.
The
Okay.
person that had the audio and let me hear it was
Mhm.
not willing to give me the audio. And I said,
Mhm.
no harm, no foul. I said, that's enough
Mhm.
because these folks, y'all know what to do to go in the studio, stereo. I said, they'll
Mhm.
find it. And guess what? Did y'all find it?
Mhm. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, and we'll say we see what's happening from that right there. So, I mean, you were vindicated in that. So let me ask you, so one question from the chat is, do you believe Tracy D or 5A when it comes to their beef?
That's hard. This is why it's hard. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't a moderator while Tracy D was a moderator,
Okay.
but hey, when we were
Mm-hmm.
rocking and rolling,
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the first things I would come in and say to Tracy D because she rolled hard. I
Mm-hmm.
would say the baddest moderator in the business. I would always give her props, just like Stephanie Renee. I'm gonna give them women their props. I don't care whether y'all like them or not. They rock.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
Tracy D can say whatever she wants to say about me after the blow up, but we never had a problem in the chats. I always respected her as a moderator. This is what
Okay.
I didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
I was I in my mind, I don't know this woman. She can come on here and say shut the fuck up, but in my mind, just like I'm asking, why couldn't you
Mm-hmm.
just call me?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't tell her what to do. Just like she
Okay.
can't tell me what to do. That's my answer to that because I wasn't that close in proximity of that situation. I just wasn't. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? But as far as the aftermath and the shouting back and forth and things, yeah, we're in the chat saying shitty, nasty, draggy shit. We
Yeah.
girl, we was bang, we was in war. We were at war,
Mm-hmm.
honey. But
Yeah.
people were saying shit and girl, it was almost like we went from that to the birthday stuff to the band
Mm-hmm.
stuff. I'm like, whoa, this stuff
Mm-hmm.
is nuts. It was just nuts, you know.
Okay, so the next question is, are you the one that sent the pictures of Rita's house?
No, I was not.
Okay.
No.
Let me see. She said she never, well, and I don't know how that happened. Okay, let me see. I'm just
Take your
looking.
time. No rush.
So they would like to know if you didn't give any addresses or any pertinent information at the front desk, what did you call and say exactly?
I did it live.
Oh, okay. So it's on her live. So if
Yeah.
you guys want to see exactly what she said, then it is on her channel.
Yeah.
Um,
Excuse, boss lady. What do you mean I did not answer the question? Which question does boss lady want to ask? Boss lady has the right to cuss me out, do whatever. But boss lady, you need to tell me what I didn't answer. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, April.
no, you're fine. I mean, do you mind if someone comes up and asks their own question, or do
Long
you
as
just
they
want me to?
believe, long as they behave just like you do.
Mhm.
No one, please don't be coming up here yelling. That would totally ruin your fantastic interview up to this point. So I trust you, but Come on, this has
I
been
don't
an
know, y'all.
amazing interview.
Okay, so yeah, so I don't mind dropping the link, but I don't want any arguing or anything that's going to end up custom matches or anything like that. Like
That
if
would
you
be
literally just,
totally disrespectful to you. This has been an amazing interview. Thank you, April.
I mean, I'll ask every question in the chat, but
I think
I don't mind dropping the link.
Can we stick to that? Ask more questions and then drop the link a little later, because I know there's still more questions, because we still haven't. There's still some more stuff. You know.
Yeah.
It's still a lot. For instance, the reason why I really didn't care about a mod stick at that point, because why? We were being told that she was not leaving. She was just going to focus on her wig company, which is good.
Yeah. Okay, so how do you feel about her saying, so basically after your video is when Babe came on and decided that, you know, she was in your chat, she was telling you to drop the link now, she's telling you stop, let's, you know, talk behind the scenes. You were not, you said no, you know, this is what I'm doing right now.
Right.
You know, we can come back later and do that if you want to. And so she went on her channel and she decided that she was no longer leaving the beef sector. And she's gonna stay. So do you feel like you know, she thought that you were going to take her position? Or I mean, because she did it right after your video, so she, you know, she's saying that she doesn't have anybody,
right? I guess the word for somebody with no sauce. I'm like, really? Anyway, this is the gag about that. I have my own channel. I'm already over there talking about what's happening. I'm already doing my doxing wars. I'm already doing my blow by blows. I'm already doing my let it rips. Let's just say it happened organically. She, for the next 30 days, she's moved on. She's focused on her hair. She comes on and gets kiki, but really not the news. Babe Nation would have cross-supported everyone. It's not like one person has to do anything. There was never a conversation where anybody said it's going to be you. Or it's going to be you. And guess what? Let's just play pretend. Let's just say if it was me and Bluty. You look at my channel and you look at hers. Where's the content?
Yeah, I didn't know that she had a channel, so I don't know. So let me ask you this: Did Babe know before, or at what point did Babe know what you did for a living? Was it before she made you a moderator? Did you guys ever have any communication about what you did for a living?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I told her what I did for a living, and of course, you know, you tell them whatever you want to tell them. Yeah, I've divulged things to her.
And I'm just asking that because, you know, I mean, she does have aspirations, feeling like she is going to be on TV or famous one day, and so. I mean, do you feel like she may have made you a moderator because of a way that she may have benefited from you?
Even if that was the, for lack of a better word or nicer word, angle, not that I'm trying to accuse her or anything, anybody can go look on my information page and the first word in there is filmmaker. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say she did. And so what? I'm here to help everyone. I wouldn't see a problem with that.
Brianna, which moderator, hon? So it seems like in the chat, there's a lot of people, because they say, so they're asking about you cussing out Tracy D in On-Site April's chat. And so I'm just going to ask a general question, because it seems that a lot of the questions are about you attacking people or going at people who you never really had it, or I'll say never really did anything to you, is really just probably in the name of Babe's beefs. So you never had a direct issue with them, or they never did anything to you directly for you to go at them. So I mean, was that just, if Babe didn't like somebody, was that just what it was? It's just like we're just dragging these people that are either connected or directly have a situation with Babe. What was the reason behind
that? That's a part of it. When you decide to join the sector, you insert yourself. You say, I saw April over there using blue lipstick. I don't like blue lipstick. Let's click
Mhm.
live and talk about her blue lipstick. We
Mhm.
all insert ourselves.
Mhm.
We all do. And
Mhm.
yes, that's what
Mhm.
we do over here. But guess what? On my channel, and it's
Mhm.
on my information page, and April, that was fantastic that you opened with in class
Mhm.
culture. I talk about production, I
Mhm.
do interviews, and I do
Mhm.
a third beat. Sometimes
Mhm.
I'll make 4 videos that
Mhm.
have nothing to do with beef, and then I might get stuck on beef videos for 3 days, and then I move on back to whatever. So I try to mix it up because I never ever wanted to focus just on beef in the first place.
Mhm.
So it's not like I'm out here. Look, hey,
Mhm.
I'm not trying to be silly. I guess
Mhm.
people did see me as, you know, the sword of Phi Babe or whatever. Look, it wasn't even that. It was just the fact that maybe I was more visible than the other
Mhm.
moderators. But trust and believe, they be on the
Mhm.
phones. So y'all
Mhm.
might, where y'all seeing me doing my shit on my page, it's a lot of
Mhm.
shit going on in the background.
So, Dwayne. So Dwayne, he's also Shady Blue in the
Mhm.
chat. That's his name, his chat name.
Let me
Um,
refresh. Okay.
so you went after him. Do you know why?
Shady Blue.
Shady Blue is Brianna's brother. His name is Dwayne, but his name in the chat is Shady Blue.
Is he a mod for somebody else?
He was at one point a moderator for VS and Brianna, but no longer. But
You would,
he's Brianna Simone's brother.
I don't even recognize that name. You would have to show
Okay.
me that. To be
Okay.
honest
All
with
right.
you,
Okay.
I don't participate in Brianna's chat. Look,
Okay.
we all in each other's bushes. I ain't ashamed, or ain't no shame in my game, and I shouldn't be ashamed. I watch
Mhm.
all of you guys.
Mhm.
I watch
Mhm.
everyone. But to be,
Mhm.
I have to either, I'm not denying that, but you would have to
Mhm.
show me. I
Yeah.
don't remember that. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. 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 Well, let me
And you can
see.
bring somebody up, long as they behave like you. You know what I'm saying, April? I
Okay.
ain't scared. You can, it's your platform,
Okay. If 7 stars, if anybody wants to come up, I'm gonna Des, I think Des had a question, or you
Mhm.
can either type it in the chat. Des is Des, I don't know if Brianna wants to come up and ask directly. Pizarro and 7. If you guys want to come up and ask a question,
Can
I'm gonna
we
drop the
do it
link.
like one at a time, then they drop, then
Yeah.
another at a time?
Yeah.
Because to me, to be honest with you guys, I don't like chaos.
Yeah.
I'll
So
dip.
I mean, we'll
Yeah.
just do we'll do a question, and I'm dropping it right now. And then because then we'll be at 2 hours pretty much. And
Well,
so
get your money, honey. I'm here for you as long as you want to do it. Shout out to the 281 in the chat or in the house.
let me see. How's it? Okay, there we go. My bad, y'all. Okay.
And please, it has to be retaining to Deirdre's experience. I can't answer questions about 5A. I can't. It's not it. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I'll listen
Well,
to
I
it.
mean, that's, people are asking about vacation money and that sort of thing. I mean, you didn't,
I'm
number
not
one,
in charge of
you
that.
didn't, you weren't, yeah, you weren't a part of that.
Yeah,
So I'm just
I'm not in
gonna,
charge of that.
I'm
Yeah,
not
but
gonna,
they can ask. They can
ask
ask.
questions about that. I mean, you said, I asked you a question about refunds, you were around for kind of that part and you said what you said. So we'll
Right.
leave it at that. There's obviously people who had asked for refunds, got the cold shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just leave it at that because we don't know exactly what she gave back or what she didn't, unless they make it public. And that's why I kind of say, like, if you are asking for a refund, if you have not received a refund, email a content creator who you feel like can reach out or do something for you on that behalf or help you on that thing. If you don't want to make it public or you don't want to be named public, you can do it discreetly. If you want some backup or some help with that, but nobody can really help you if you're not saying anything. And I've only had like 2 people really say anything. So, I mean, you can only do what you can do if you're not willing to do it on your own.
Can I
So, okay. So,
answer?
Lady Snoop is still
Can
here.
I
So, hey,
answer?
Biz.
Can I answer Kaboom's question? Kaboom, I'm a
Yes, go
member.
ahead.
I'm a member. I don't give any money other than the monthly membership. Thank you, ladies, for letting me do that.
Okay. Yep, no problem. Hey, Des.
Hey, April.
Hey,
Hey,
babe.
William.
Hello.
Hey, I don't have a question per se. I'm just going to make a statement. We are women of particular ages. I've watched you, I've gone over and stayed in the skybox and listened to you on your channel, and you've said you have children and you have grandchildren. So do I. Now, as women of particular age, I call us seasoned, not old. I would think, and just me, and I'm not trying to be malicious when I make this statement, but I would think you would have more of an influence than be influenced by 5A. It seems like you've taken a piece of her persona and adopted it as your own. It's almost like she imprinted on you instead of you imprinting on her as an older particular woman. Watching her behavior as a older lady or women of our age, we should have. I feel like you should have been able to say maybe that's going too far, but it seems like I don't know if you wanted to be accepted by her or you was just really extremely excited just to be in her presence. I don't know, but you went to the left. You went way to the left, fighting with people that not only that you will never meet. Let's just be honest, that you will never meet or never really had any really personal conflict with. It was just all in the name of this girl. And I just think as older women, we can do better. I mean, when I see her, I look at her like, okay, this is a young girl. Well, she's not that young. She's in her 40s, but still, you come at your age, at our age, how would you allow her to imprint on you? That's what I'm still confused at. Because when I watch your channel, I hear you say stuff like, okay. And I'm like, that's Fabe. Like, it seemed like she should have took something from you. Because with age should come wisdom. So when you aligned yourself in that camp, you should have brought some insight to her. Because what you give the universe is going to give you back. So when you put out a bunch of negativity, guess what the universe is going to give you? When you operate on a low vibration, that's what you're going to receive because that's what you're attracting. So when and going into that camp and watching how she was treating people, and you had a behind the scenes seat where a lot of us are just in the chat or in the skybox. You had a behind the scenes seat. So you saw how she was willing to treat people. When you watch people mistreat, be malicious, calculating, and towards other people, the only reason they haven't done it to you is because your number is not up. When you watch that girl act like that, she was going to come for you when you serve no purpose to her no more. But then you put yourself out there. Now, people in the chat saying you call the FBI, people in the chat saying you call CPS. And as an older woman with children and grandchildren, would you want somebody on YouTube doing that to your children, your daughter, or your grandkids if they had kids? Would you want somebody on YouTube that your family never met to target them like that?
A great statement. Thank you. I respect you 1000%. And the best way I want to answer is I want to say, you're absolutely correct. But then I would like to answer. A lot of you guys don't realize we're attacked behind the scenes. We're called names. We're trolled. A lot of times, sometimes in my emails, I would get strange emails. I would get notifications from Google, check this account, check that account. I do use a business phone. A lot of times I had to take my business phone and get it clean because people out there like viruses. There's a lot going on. So sometimes when you realize, for instance, going back to some of the content creators, that were being in that CPS scenario back and forth with her prior to me even being a moderator. When you become a content creator and somebody threatens you, I've been threatened on lives. I have the downloads, and I've heard people go live and say, we're going to do this. We're going to call her. I'm going to dox her. I'm going to get her. Those things were said to me. And you're right. We are women of a particular age. You are absolutely correct. It's unacceptable. The point I'm trying to make is it is unacceptable. So why are people treating me like that? And why don't people think that I won't fight back? You're right. It's wrong. And that's what I had said before. Doxing is wrong. I hate it. I spent 2 weeks practically begging Tracy, can you just take that child's picture down? People are stressed out. So that's not a deflection. That's just my point. We talk about the people that are watching and listening. Y'all might think it's me because, yeah, I can call the FBI and I can go down to the office and I can show them receipts online. And when an agent calls me back and says, you're absolutely right, that person went over the line, that's my valid reason for calling the FBI on someone. Because why? I know I know people don't like to hear this. There are a lot of doxers in this sector that y'all are in the background sharing information. Why? Some people have come online and showed receipts from the very people that I replaced that had information. So we all do it. They've all done it.
Don't say we all do it. We all don't do it.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about those. I'm a content creator. I'm talking about.
I'm a content creator too.
Well, this content creator has dealt with content creators that have doxed each other behind the scenes. So when that group of people say they're going to dox me because I've watched them already doxed, I'm going to take them seriously, and Deidre's going to protect herself.
I hear what you're saying, but there's a way to do it where, and I understand you can't. I get it. You can't make somebody mad and then tell them how to fight. But let me just say this: what I hear you saying this is what I hear you saying. Mm-hmm. If you hurt my feelings, I'm gonna get you. If no, listen, just let me finish.
Okay.
If you hurt my feelings, if you intimidate me, if you attack me, then I'm going to come out swinging. Now, I also hear, because, and I'm, again, I don't mean to be mean or malicious when I say this. That is not my point. When you are a woman, because I hear you talking about your profession.
Oh, yeah.
And people that you've dealt with. But that's what you do. That's not who you are. So when people have to continue to say, well, I have this, or I am this, or I do this, but that's not who you are. That's what you do. So I get it. Maybe there's some healing that needs to go on inside so you won't find yourself in the situation you find yourself in. Because it sounds like to me there's something going on behind the scenes with you personally, that allows you to get into the situations that you're in.
Okay, let me answer, because you're not sorry, but I have to answer it, because then we move into what you doing, what you should do. I appreciate that. It is good advice. You are being sincere, so I appreciate that. We're women. We're talking. I respect that. Let me give you a little background. I am a twice U.S. veteran. I'm a trained soldier, Navy, Air Force. Okay. You talk about the music business or the film industry. Other than the military, you're talking about a group of aggressive human beings. Maybe you guys see the beautiful, soft, completed package on your TV screen, but it is a very aggressive industry, extremely aggressive. So why do I say that? And when somebody goes after something I'm trying to build, when I take evidence to it, I don't have a problem. Look, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I don't have a problem going to the FBI because I don't have nothing to hide. I can walk into any attorney's office and say, is this a problem? Give him his whatever money for the hour and say, is this a problem? If he says, yes, it's a problem, Deidre has the right to protect herself.
I just think that joining that camp, you lost yourself in a lot of integrity. I don't know, maybe you didn't lose yourself. Maybe just joining her camp heightened who you really are. So yeah, I don't know.
Excellent. That's an excellent observation. What you just said, just think about it. Look. I'm
gonna step down and let others come up. Yeah. I said what I wanted to say. If you want to continue, you can. I appreciate you letting me come up here and talk.
Absolutely. I appreciate. Happy New Year. I appreciate you.
Thank you, April. I don't want to stay up here too long.
Love you, babe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah, and what I was gonna say is, it's almost like, I'm close to retirement. Let's just say you asked me to be your moderator. Okay. And let's say you got somebody, because y'all out here catching cases and doing all kind of stuff. Y'all, it's y'all. It ain't me.
Girl, stop saying y'all, because
No.
But I get it. Go ahead, y'all, but not me. But go ahead.
Hello to 7 Star, but 7 Stars can attest that people dug in her life.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they did.
Just think about it. You hire me as a moderator, and then you say, oh, damn, you have all these skills. Well, yeah, we gonna swing and bang together, baby. You know what I'm saying? So I will keep it real. I told you I will keep it real. I will be honest with you.
Yeah. Hey, 7.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, 7.
I'm good, babe. Go ahead.
So listen, I just want to know how you feel, because when I came out and I initially called Bama Girl a liar, I think you did 2 videos on me, girl.
You think? Yeah, I'm listening. You think I did? Oh, you mean my uploads?
Yeah, you did 2 videos on me digging in my life, right?
No, I didn't dig in your life.
You did. You said, where's Maurice? You said, where's Maurice?
Oh, girl, that's not digging in your life. That's just poking. That's gagging and dragging. That had already been exposed. And
listen, my question is, how do you feel now? Because it sounds like I was right about that situation.
Oh, I was right too. This is how I felt, 7 Stars. How you said it and what you did, because it was I get you. To be honest with you, the way you did it had nothing to do with the way I did it. I was saying that was pretty low blow. Even if this person, let's just say that my mother died and I'm a whole criminal and I don't deserve to go to her, whatever. It's still bad taste. It's still doxing. You like to dox, 7 Stars. Let's all stand in our ish. I dox. We all dox.
Yeah. I mean, I really don't need an analogy for it because I know what happened, right? And what I said was I think I said she's scamming. I said she's lying, right? And then now you're coming out saying that she's a liar, but you did 2 uploads on me,
right?
Going off on me,
right?
Because I pretty much said the same thing as you.
We were talking about the situation, so everybody was saying the same thing. Everybody was. And what we do in this sector is just like you do on your platform, you press that button and you talk about whatever you want to talk about. See, because now you're talking to me in my content creator realm. I'm not, we're talking together right now about a content creator. That has nothing to do with a moderator stick.
Well, let me say this, because before you even got the moderator stick, I know Babe was telling you to come to my community post and comment on my community post, and I had to block you up out of there. It was almost like you were kind of stalking me. You know what I mean?
Nobody told me to come to your community post. I just admit it. I go everywhere. I watch everybody. And it was a couple of times I dropped down in your chat. That's what we do. We poke at each other. We drop down. We get blocked. We get cussed out. We move on. That's what we do in this sector.
I just have one more question. You said you didn't send Rita's home information to Babe. Do you have any clue who might have done that? Because I don't buy the story that Tracy D sent that information to her.
I do not. I will agree with you on that. I do not believe it was Tracy D. I do not believe it was Tracy D.
Okay, well that's it. That's all I had to say. Thank you, April. I appreciate you for letting me up.
Thank you.
You're
And
welcome, baby. No
Seven,
problem.
may I say something to Seven?
Yeah, go ahead.
I apologize. I'm so sorry. I really am. I apologize.
You know, I really wasn't looking for an apology, and I'll be very honest with you, because I feel like, you know, I don't know how old you are, but you're older than me.
My age has nothing to do with it, because to be honest with you guys,
but listen, it kind of does, because
generals are 56
you.
years old, so it has nothing to do with age. So go ahead.
Listen, just like the other lady said, you know, I don't understand how you allowed this lady to imprint on you like that. You know, you were the oldest moderator over there, in my opinion. You know, I don't know for sure, but I just, to me, it's like you were getting into it with people who you didn't even know, me being one of them. You know what I mean? You're saying if we were poking fun, we're poking fun. Okay, cool. But you know, you did 2 uploads on me talking about my life.
Oh yeah. Just like everybody else is talking about your life. And may I say something? I don't want to, we're not trying to get into a beef or nothing, right? I do exactly what you guys do. I'm just new in the arena. That's all.
Yeah, you know, forgive me. I feel like you kind of you should have known better. You know what I mean?
No. Timothy Blaine makes video after video, and I know he's older than me, and y'all rock with him.
Well, I'll tell you what, Timothy Blaine has a certain style about how he makes his videos, which I actually like. Okay.
And that's fine, yeah. But he's older than me. I'm making your point for you. It has nothing to do with age, those 7 stars.
I understand, but listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out, like the other lady said, I don't understand how you allowed her to run you. And we've talked about this on my channel too. I said, how is this woman letting her run her and tell her where to go? Because listen, I was watching the videos. She told you to come to my community post, and you, along with like a couple of other people, did.
But don't you guys do the same thing?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you don't look at anybody's community page. 7.
Man, if I have anything I want to say, I do my own dirty work. Just understand, I've never sent my moderators to go and do my dirty work. I've never done that.
I'm not a moderator. I am a content creator. When the live clicks off, I'm a content creator, 7 stars.
You're a content creator now, but at that time you weren't even a moderator. So you were just a subscriber, kind of just running around doing this woman's dirty work. And
I wasn't doing anybody's dirty work, 7 stars. I'm sorry. We all, you're correct. We all run around and do stuff, but nobody tells me what to do. I have to
respectfully disagree with that, because that's what we all witness. We all literally witness you do that. And I'm not here to argue with you. You know what I mean?
I'm not. I'm really not.
I'm not an irrational person. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted to understand, you know, why that happened.
Right.
Feel like I didn't even get like a real answer, but that's okay.
Well, I'll let me try, because I want you to get a real answer, because you are an intelligent woman. I used to be in your chat all the time, 7, all the time, especially in the beginning. Okay. I am going to try. I see what you're saying. I see how, don't get offensive. I see how you can perceive that, because guess what? I did get a gag and a drag from doing it. So yes, for some people, you can say, oh, she's doing too much. But when it's on your behalf, you're good with it. But I see what you're saying. And just like I told the beautiful woman that was up here before, I accept that. I'm not fighting. I accept that. It's a clean slate for Deidre. I accept that. I do. I it's not in an imprint. Now, I forgot to address the fact when we say, okay, that's just joking. I don't go around my house going, okay. When the thing clicks off, I just go back to Deidre. That's the joking. That's the silly. Stop laughing at me. Yes. So No, I really want to take 7 stars seriously because she been in the game long. Because we used to sit and watch. You know, one of the, like I shared before, I forgot who. One of the first people I came in contact with was Wiley, and I know you guys roll hard together. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you. I am not going to dismiss your concern or what you're trying to say. So I can see it from your point of view. I can see that.
I'll tell you what, Deidre. I'll tell you what. This is what I hope for you. Okay.
Okay.
I do hope you learn from the situation. I hope you're never in another position where somebody is for lack of a better word, is controlling you.
Okay.
I hope you do well with your platform. I do like the whole class culture concept that you've come up with. I hope you can keep that going. Okay.
Oh my God. Thank you for saying that, because this is what I mean by clean slate 7 stars. From today forward, I made my declaration. I'm not taking on any of her battles no more. I'm not doing it. I got kicked in the motherfucking teeth. Right?
Yeah, you did. You did. And I'll tell you what, Deidre, I think, like I said, I said this on my channel, you know, she's kind of kicking. Listen, everybody, and this is another thing. Everybody's talking about you and Blutify. I think if you and Blutify had gotten into it, yeah, there would have been a moderator meeting and y'all would have got into it. I think where you messed up, Deidre, is when you came for club chat and you didn't apologize.
Yeah. Oh, well, I hear what you're saying, but you're absolutely correct. Y'all know what y'all talking about. I'm not
listen to what this is what she's doing. She's getting rid of her prominent moderators. Understand, you had a platform. You was out there windmilling for her. Bama Girl had a platform. She was out there windmilling for her. And she is relinquishing you people. So now she's sitting out here like a sitting duck. Okay. She ain't got nobody to really defend her. And let me tell you something. I truly believe QB is next. I think D-Ramsey's gonna wake up one day and D-Ramsey's gonna be like, you know what? I really don't appreciate him saying that. You know, I don't accept his apology. He's next on the docket. And she's getting rid of all of her people who couldn't actually protect her. She's going to be a club chat member. And let me tell you something else. I think Sean Bradley knows exactly what he's doing. And Sean Bradley's breaking her down.
I said that earlier.
And he's breaking down her defenses. And then when she ain't got no defenses, when she ain't got no defenses,
you know what?
And all them people, listen, all them people are in his chat right now. She's sending them people to his chat. And guess what? He's those people are having more fun in his chat than hers because she's one-dimensional. She can only do the news. She can't talk about her real life. She can't talk about celebrity news. She can't be entertaining. She's one-dimensional, but everybody's going to his chat and they're having fun. He's breaking her down. So I
said that earlier. I don't know. She got rid of Blutify too. Well, she gave Blutify an ultimatum earlier.
Yes, ma'am.
So
you're
she got
kidding
rid of.
me. I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
It's okay because I'm here to tell you what it is, and I'll tell you what, Deidre. I don't even think you should be sitting at now. I guess you blocked her. I haven't really been keeping up with everything that's been going on with you. I think, you know, because she has a history of doing this where it's like, okay, I'm going to come back and, you know, get on my people. Don't be one of those people, Deidre. Do your thing, soar on your own.
Thank you.
And eventually people will forgive and forget. They will. But you have to stay consistent, Deidre. Okay?
Thank you. I'm listening. Look, I'm here.
That's good advice.
I'm here. And what you said almost kind of pissed me off again about the fact that even if I do go after somebody for what I perceive was valid, I'm not going to go over it again. But you're right. I had sat down. Okay. I had shut my mouth. And then Leo came talking about a vision board that had nothing to do with what they were doing. I'm making a prop for a film, right? That's when I started feeling beat up by them.
They were ganging up on you.
Yeah.
So by ganging up on you like that, she took notice of it and she removed your moderator seat.
Exactly.
Because she doesn't want to be in a position where she's getting into it with them.
Because
had
I
nothing to
had
do with
already
you.
proved that Bama was a lie. That's why I was like, wow, this is the news.
Yeah. Well, see, I mean, everything that Seven's saying is correct. Well, that's my, like I
Yeah.
said that earlier.
He's
Like
correct.
she, you know, she got rid of you. She went for Bama. I mean, she let Bama go again. She gave Blutify, and not only Blutify, but she gave everybody an ultimatum on her channel today.
Wow.
She said, if anybody
I haven't watched it.
supports Bama, get out.
I have to build my stomach up because so I believe you when you say that.
She's definitely, and he's definitely anybody who supports her and goes after Club Chat, and they once Club Chat speaks, expect it to come, because they tell on themselves every time. Like, somebody's gonna make a video letting you know we see you, and just expect 5A to go ahead and be preparing to let you go.
Go on with the program.
Yeah.
You hear me?
So QB is next. He's the last one standing. Like, QB is the only one left.
And to let you ladies know, and I think I forgot to say it on Lori's channel. I am taking all those videos down. They're going to be gone.
Okay.
I promise you, they're going to be gone.
You know, and she and like Seven said, she is going to come back trying to get her people back. Once they strip her all the way down and Sean Bradley makes his move and does what he does to her, she is definitely going to be looking for sympathy. And so, yeah, don't be one of those people, because just remember how she treated you.
Okay.
And yeah, that's just,
always remember how she treated you, because in my opinion, I felt like you kind of stood strong, even though I honestly thought she was going to give you an opportunity to apologize like she did QB.
Right.
She just French.
Gone. And today, I don't know if you guys noticed that even though I had declared the clean slate, because to be honest with you, I didn't know where it was going to go. I just stood my motherfucking ground, right? But some things had happened, and I love them dearly, but I'm going to speak my truth because you guys are bringing it to me. I'm going to bring it to you. I unmodded all of my moderators because why? These camps are so fractured, and it's just so much shit. I'm trying to get away from it. And I was in my live doing a live, and I put her name in my title because I said, I'm going to talk to you like you talk to me. My name is Deidre and your name is Helena. I'm not going for that 5A bullshit. So my moderator that I swang and banged for came in my chat and said she didn't like it. It was wrong. She was giving emails. She said, you didn't call me. That's what that receipt on my community board is. It's like, are you okay? I called you. And on live, I said, I'm calling you right now. And on my phone, it doesn't show the number. I have a whole letter, and I can send it to anybody who wants to see it, where she sends me an email and says, you need to take that live down. I sent it to Google. You show my number. I said, I didn't show my number. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you a motherfucking mole? I swang and banged for you. I basically lost my job for you.
Oh, well, I'm gonna tell you this because I knew it was something behind the scenes that made you make that decision. As far as letting all of them go, and I'm just gonna say this: all of them, number one, all of them were Babe Nation, so they all came from over there. But on top of that, they were all cool as long as you kept saying, "This is not about 5A. This is the moderators. It's not about 5A. It's the moderators." And then when you did express your exact feelings about 5A directly, that's when they had a problem. They were okay as long as you were saying it wasn't about 5A.
This is the gag. She's in my chat doing the same motherfucking thing that Blutify is doing. I was livid.
Yeah.
I played it off because I'm like, nah, bitch, you ain't gonna fuck up I am going forward. I had said I can't be doing that shit. 7. I looked myself in the mirror and I said, who the fuck am I?
Yeah. And I know, listen, I know at some point you had to do that.
Yes.
You had to do that because I'm looking at you now and I don't see this vile person that's going around attacking people. Like, that's not who you are.
Thank you.
That's not who you are. So don't be that person again.
Yes.
You don't ever have to be that person again. So just take that with you. Listen, I'm not mad at you. I understand you got caught up, and I believe everybody needs a second chance. On God.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a second chance. I had to get a second chance. I did some stupid shit with Tasha K back in the day. everybody needs a second chance, but you have a second chance now. So just continue to soar. Like I said, you got a great concept over there. Do your thing. And let me tell you something. It's better to have lost those people because they were never yours to begin with. Build it from the ground up.
Thank you.
Okay? Yeah. That's why QB's over there shook. He's scared to lose his people. He's scared to lose the wish list and all of that. Don't be that girl. You don't need all.
You're absolutely right, because then I felt like, why are y'all coming for my shit? Well, we just explained why they're coming for it.
Yeah. All right. Listen, my phone's about to die. I got to get out of here. Thank you, April.
Thank you. Thank you, Seven, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is awesome. It really, you know why? Because I would just be sitting in a room not talking to anybody. Why would I do that? I'm not going to let them win. Fuck them.
Yeah. I mean, you know, well, and the thing about it is, when things are fresh like this, you know, people are going to have their opinions and stuff like that. I mean, I do feel like the thing about it is you have to stay true to you, no matter who you support. Because once you start to lose yourself or start to follow suit with whatever who you support goes with that, that's where these aftermaths are going to come up. People are going to have questions. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? You did all these things. And really, you don't have an answer except for, guess what? That's what I wanted to do at that time. I mean, that should be the answer. That's the headspace I was in at that time. That's what I felt like doing at that time. That's where I was at that time. I mean, if that's what it is, that's just what it is, you know, because if it's not truly you and who you are, boss lady.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, babe. There's a little bit of feedback.
I don't know. My thing been acting up. But anyway, maybe I'm too close. Deidre.
I'll listen.
Huh?
No, there's an echo.
Y'all sound clear to me.
Yeah, there you go.
Anywho, Deidre, I think you are really deflected. Okay? You acting as if you really don't. You act like you know what's going on, but then on the other hand, you acting like you oblivious to all of this. The bottom line is, everybody on YouTube does not act like that. Okay? Just because this is the so-called beef sector, all of us got into the beef sector differently. Okay? We all came on here because somebody came for us. Girl, we didn't even know you. You were just coming after people because you was rolling over there with Fabe. Like, just tell the truth. Alright? You even made a whole damn list of we supposed to be the haters. We supposed to be the ones hating on Fabe. You don't even know your history. Okay? You don't know why me and Fabe got into it or how anybody else got into it for it. You were just out there acting dumb and out there windmilling for her. So just keep it 100. Now you want to be cool with everybody. I mean, hey, what people do is their personal business. I don't care. But you know, like everybody else know, that you was coming for us for no reason. Hell, everybody probably just getting to know you. But over there, when you was over there on Fabe's chat, you used to be speaking, hey, boss lady, New Jersey. And then the minute Fabe got shady, your ass got shady too. Period. So don't be on here acting like, oh, you know, if you wanna, ain't nobody looking for no apology. All we really saying is grow up. Just grow up. And your age do got something to do with it. Okay? Because a lot of us come after who coming for us. When ain't nobody checking on you, mind your business. So I don't even know, like you be talking in circles. You say this 1 minute, and then the next minute you saying something else. No, you was out there. And that is not the moderator's job. Girl, what moderator manual are you reading? Who said that you're supposed to go over attacking people? Then y'all talk about, oh, she acting like this person. No, but you over there doing the same shit. So, girl, just tell the truth. Be yourself. Because I'm a little shocked. You was acting like this one moment, now you're talking like you got some sense. Finally. We all knew you was going to be next. You just didn't know it. Hello?
I'm just listening. You're not asking a question. You're just talking to me.
Yeah, I am talking. I can't. That's what I do. I talk. I really don't have no questions for you because.
Wait a minute, boss lady, hold on 1 second, babe, because there's some feedback. So when she respond, like she stayed muted until you got done, and then she'll unmute and you stay muted so she can respond, because otherwise it's going to be like that double feedback.
Okay. Thank you, April. Hi, cutie. Okay. Boss lady, I appreciate you coming up here. Basically, I allowed you to respond, to say what you need to say, because that's important. I'm respecting April's platform, but you really didn't ask me a question. But I'm not going to debate anything you're saying, but I don't necessarily have to also agree with it, but I'm not going to go back and forth with you.
What part don't you agree with? That you was out here acting a fool? For the name, in the name of Fabe? Like, what part you not getting? I don't have no questions for you. The bottom line is, I just want to hear you tell the truth. Like, what's really your end game?
Did you watch any of my videos, boss lady? I've explained all of that before.
I don't watch you. I didn't even know you was a content creator. Girl, I thought you was a viewer going around attacking people's platforms. I don't watch you. And for you to be having all my name in your video over a hater. Yeah, I do have a question. Why you think I'm hating on Fabe?
Okay, I'm going to answer that. I've been in this sector for 7 years, boss lady, number one. Number two, I've been a content creator, April can attest to that, for at least a year now. And the reason why we opened up with my background is because I am a programming, broadcasting professional. So as far as being here, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying, you're basically telling me I don't have the right to do exactly what you're doing, because basically I'm doing fuck shit like everybody here does.
Number one, I asked you a question. Why do you think I am a hater of Fabe? That's number one. Number two, everybody ain't doing the fuck shit.
April, stop.
Everybody is not. Why do you keep saying that?
Boss lady, babe, she's okay. Boss lady, she's not. She doesn't want to go back and forth with the same subject. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to.
All right. So let me ask you a question, April.
Yes.
So you telling me that she all scared to talk about Fabe?
No, what I think is that. Okay, so what I think is that we've kind of addressed the reason why she did she did what she did, is what she was doing at the time. She was windmilling, she was saying whatever, going back and forth with people because that's what was going on at the time, and she's just trying to move forward at this point. She really doesn't have an exact answer for what she did, because It was just what was going on at the time, and she just jumped in head first. And it's not a good reason, but that's the reason.
And I don't have a problem, boss lady, to saying apologizing to you, whether you want it or not. The point is what April just said. I know you guys have been watching what has happened. I chose to move on. I'm still being attacked by the people who quotey fingers release me. Why they don't want to fuck off, I don't know. But you're absolutely right. I took on, just like Seven Stars was very eloquent in coming up and saying, I took on battles because that's how we swang and bang and Babe Nation. I will say this too. We do move like in I'm military. Okay, she's military. We do, when we war. And you're absolutely right. It's too much. It is too much.
Yeah, it is too much, and you was doing too much. Okay, and the bottom line is we all do not do that. I'm letting you know I ain't never ever been a hater of the Five Babes or nobody else on YouTube, cause I don't have to hate. So for you to have that all in your title, I'm like, girl. What you need to do is learn how to get to know people before you run to your platform and think everybody is doing the same thing, because everybody is not. And I'm glad you're moving on. Hell, most people that leave from there winds up getting their senses back any damn way. So kudos for you for moving forward. But at the end of the day, I just want you to know I ain't no hater, honey.
Thank you. And I respect you for coming up here and saying it. I am listening. I appreciate that. Do you think I would be out here if I was so? This is a part of me saying they're trying to say I'm a snake and I'm lying. I'm like, you know what? If you want to put that on me, I'm going to say I'm not going to take any more of your battles. You take all of your fuck shit with you, all of your stuff, clean slate for me. I'm going to open, and April can attest to that. What I'm doing with class culture is cleaning all of that out. I don't want my channel to be about that anymore. I don't. I don't.
Damn it. How am I on here twice?
Well, April, I'm glad that you did this live, because you know what this shows? It shows that people have to do better. All right? And stop thinking that everybody is doing the same thing, because a lot of us are not. And just because we used to support a person and choose not to support them anymore does not make us a hater. We all do not know each other on here. I don't give a damn how much you dox a motherfucker. Excuse me, April. Ain't nobody no hater. We don't know y'all. We don't know y'all. And unless somebody give you a shout out on their channel or ask you to check them out, that's one thing. But other than that, we don't need nobody coming over on our channels or for the sake of anybody. I don't give a damn who they think they part of. It's just common sense. And that just showed you that all of us do not do that. I've never been on your channel leaving no messed up comments or even thought about even making a video about you. And this just comes to show that people really need to grow up. And you're right, age don't have nothing to do with it. Because at a certain age, you should know better. And if you know better, you'll do better. So, yeah, you got your senses back and everything. And now the reality done kicked in. But just know that we all on YouTube is different. We all individuals. Get to know us. Learn your history while a person falls out with somebody before you jump on the bandwagon. Okay,
I
we all don't like that fish for different reasons, and she know it. And I don't care if you moderate for her or been watching her for years.
uh,
All
this
my videos are still up. I don't have to hate on nobody.
I personally won't answer questions about her, but my experience, I'll be happy to answer questions. Just I, Deirdre, have left that behind. That doesn't mean that you in April can discuss stuff. I personally won't say what. That's why April was correct. I don't want to address why y'all fell out because to be honest, I'm done. I don't want to discuss that, but you can ask me anything about my experience. That's all.
First of all, I'm not going to be told what I can say and what I can't say. Let's get that together, okay? Second of all, yeah, you a guest on here, but this is also April's platform. And if I'm a vent about something, I'm going to say what I want to say about who I want to say it to. Whether it be you, 5A, or anybody else. Because guess what? You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for freaking 5A fishy ass. You probably would have never even came over to visit this channel. So don't be telling me what I can say and what I can't say. I don't care if you did address it. I'll catch the replay. So therefore, do you on your channel, when you come over here to visit, we speak our minds. And if you don't want to listen, that's your business. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. If I ain't coming for you, don't come for me. And I don't think we all doing the same thing. Because we not. Poof, poof. I'm out. Thank you, April, for letting me come on your platform. But honey, Deidre, do better, girl.
I'm fine. I'm just ready for the next person. Can you hear me? Oh, okay.
All right, I forgot I was on mute from the feedback. Hey Bree.
Hey,
Hello.
how are you, April?
I'm good, babe. What's going on?
I'm fine. So I was like gonna try to mind my business, but I can't. So here's the thing. So I've been here from the beginning, right? And so it's like, well, I've been here for this interview since the beginning, and so I actually appreciate the fact that you took time to like have her speak about her worldly experience and things that she's done in life and things that she's accomplished and different things that she has achieved in life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess then when I hear it's like she has jumped past accountability, right? Because she feels like she could just give an apology. Well, I'm just gonna speak to her. So you feel as though you could just give an apology and then people just either take the apology and then move on. No, a
Mm,
part of being
no.
sincere in the apology,
Yeah.
excuse me,
No, go
allow for me
ahead.
to get my thoughts out, please, thank you. Um, a part of getting an apology is not only apologizing but stating where you went wrong. So, but when I hear your apology, you was like, "Well, we all are on this." No, we're all are not on that. No, don't talk about everybody, but everybody else did. If I want to apologize to you, I'm going to say, "Hey, Deidre, I did this to you, and I'm wrong for doing that to you. Not what everybody else was doing it, and blah 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 blah. No, no, no. That's a sincere apology. Then my other part is to this is the thing that you're disconnecting is that yeah, we all may argue amongst each other, but we're arguing with each other for maybe things that maybe I said something about you, right? Maybe I said, that bitch is retarded as fuck. That's just a dumb, downtrodden, retarded bitch, right? You have every right to come cuss me out because I just called you out your name and called you retarded. But for April to cuss me out because I said that to you, that's where it's a disconnect. Because what the fuck April got to do with this? That's between me and you. So I feel like that's why a lot of people have an issue because you wasn't like because you're supposed to be this worldly woman, but you was only seeing things very one sided. It was never, well, she did this wrong or she did that wrong or this and that. Even in this conversation, like it's very hard to get you to say, well, yes, she was wrong in this, or yes, she was wrong in that. You don't want to do that, which makes me feel like all of this is just a waste of time.
Yeah. That's disrespectful, Brianna, at best. And first of all, I do not comfort anybody who doesn't come from me. I've been in this sector for a minute.
Wow.
People have come to me for a very, very, very long time. When I swing and bang, it's because somebody comes after me. I am not someone, like you said, I would hope that you go back and try to validate what I was saying, not try to dismiss what I was saying. The point in sharing my validity, the point in sharing my life story, which April appreciated. So that's being very disrespectful to April, because I was telling my story to her. I would just ask you to ask me questions about my experience, not tell me what I need to do. Thank you. That's it.
No. I haven't once at all told you what I think that you should do. I'm telling you what a sincere apology is. What I'm saying is, and I want to address that in the chat about wasn't I windmilling for VS. I'll say let me explain that in a second. So what I'm trying to say is, if I apologize to you, I'm saying from my point of view, if I apologize to you, I'm going to apologize for things that I've done, not for what other people have done. That's what I'm trying to say. Secondly, I'm not using your experience to invalidate. I'm using your experience to actually ask more questions, as in, this is to your experience. So as a woman who has all this knowledge, all of these things behind her belt, why are you so biased when you could have a conversation and say, well, what is right or what is wrong? No one is ever 100% right. That's what I'm trying to say.
This is what I'm saying, Brianna.
Mm-hmm.
Pick a subject, like
so I can only
what
ask you one
happened
question.
in the moderator meeting. What happened when you and Blutify went together? That's
we're
what
done with that. We're done with that. That's no one cares. To be honest, no one cares about that.
Okay, April, I'm good with this. I'll go on mute.
See, that's what I'm trying to say. When we get to the real questions,
that's disrespectful to say no one cares about my family. That was the whole point.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm speaking to Miss April.
The people don't ever say that my life. That nobody cares about my life. April,
I'm not saying no, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. In no way, shape, or form am I saying I don't care about your life. No, I'm saying no one cares about the moderator meeting. Excuse me. No, I would never disrespect you and say that your life experience are invalid. No, I'm never that disrespectful. Would never be that disrespectful. No, what I'm saying is we're over the moderator meeting. We've been there, done that. We got the T-shirt. Girl, right. We get it. We get it. That's what I'm saying. So no, I'm not saying that your life stories. No,
Thank you. And I apologize, but can you work? You haven't given me a question. You're just making statements.
No. I asked you a question. My question to you.
What was your question? Okay.
My question to you is, knowing that you have all of this stuff behind your belt, which is amazing.
Thank you.
Why were you so biased and not being able to sit back and use your wisdom to maybe break down the situation that has happened in the beef sector? Okay, so let me answer,
because you're going past the question. So let me answer, and then you can come back. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. When you say bias, do you mean, why am I, let's say, windmilling for 5'8"?
Only, yeah.
Because that's what we do in the sector. We windmill for the person. Okay. What?
We windmill for self.
No.
So let's just say. Let me explain from my point of view.
Okay.
Can I explain from my? Okay, let me explain this, which is going to tie into the VS thing, right? So VS is my homegirl, right? And if something went down where something was wrong, I'd be like, yo, that was wrong. Like, that's not what happened. or I'll be like, ooh, VS, well, girl, you was crazy for doing that, or you was wrong for doing that. But at the same time, when it comes to me, I'm going to give commentary based on anything. Like if I see something went down between, let's say, Jay Wilson and Sean Bradley, I'm going to be able to say, oh, well, Jay Wilson was wrong right here. Sean Bradley was right here. Like,
Right.
I'll be able to do that. Like, I'm going to be able to give my different opinions
Right.
on things
I'm
based
there.
upon how, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm
Yes,
saying.
I do. I know what you're saying.
Why were you not? See, people would be more respectful and more receptive of you if that was your position.
Well, at the time, I wasn't looking for what I know I want now. But looking back and in this moment right now, I don't think, like April said, I wasn't even in that headspace. It wasn't like nobody wasn't coming after me, but it wasn't like I was saying, oh, hey, and by the way, let me come down in your chat and not get destroyed. But because I knew probably it wasn't a possibility. So why not be biased for the team that you're working with? Does that make sense?
So I want to ask a question just to make sure I understand it. So basically what you're saying is you were never looking for the right and wrong of the situation.
Correct.
You were just rocking for the team that you was rocking with.
Correct. Excellent.
See, and with you saying that, I can understand your mindset.
Excellent deduction.
To me.
Excellent deduction. Excellent.
So then I have another question, right?
Okay.
So the next question I would have is, so like, and this is like this gonna be some real shit, right? So knowing where I like the teammates that, like, you know, the people I used to run with, people, well, not used to, people that I like, the people I'm cool with, right? So let's just say there was maybe, let's say, a hint or something that they felt that they would say, like, okay, well, if you believe that this is to be true, you can make this report, or you can make that report, or this is how you would do it. Me personally, I never made any of those type of reports. I never called on anybody. I never did anything like that because I just felt like I'm not gonna get that deep into it. I'm not trying to go real life with anybody, right? That was just my stance on it.
Right.
But anybody who did, that was their choice.
Look, you guys are telling me what I was doing, and you're absolutely right. I went deep.
So I just got a question. No, I'm not. Okay. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. Okay. This is all about mindset, right? So when you got and then because you also are very logical, you're very intelligent. So when she came online, right? Because we're talking from your experience, not from her experience. We're talking from your experience. Okay. When she came online and she said that the people Rita called CPS on her, and CPS told her that Rita did it. Knowing that you know that is a lie, that is a flat out lie, that CPS will tell you that. Why, from your experience, did you then call, even if it's just the front desk? Why, from your experience, did you make that phone call?
I was on fuck shit 1000. It was wrong.
Thank you. Deep for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That's the realest shit you have said the entire fucking time.
Thank you.
Like for that alone, I give you some respect because that's the realest shit you said this whole conversation. And I wasn't even coming up here trying to be rude or anything.
No,
it's just like I was just trying to get like to the end of it because people always want to judge me. Say, well, I was in the middle for VS. Absolutely, I did, and still to this day, if something is wrong, and I know that it's wrong, I would say that's wrong. That's not the way history happened.
Right.
And that's a lot of things with me. It's the way what happened. But if someone says VS did something, yes, she did it. That was crazy as fuck. Yes, she was wilding out. Yes, she was. But a lot of things was out of response to what somebody else did. So for me, I just feel like as a grown woman, as you being grown, I'm being grown. The thing is with commentary, when you give your commentary,
right.
Yes, you just gotta be able to say who's right and who's wrong in certain things.
Right.
But yeah, go ahead.
And I was gonna say, we remember when I was a moderator for Tube Talks way back then? And you guys would come down in the chat and just supporting cross support. For a minute and a half, it was fine. But then for some reason, everything just turned. And remember when I don't know why. This is my point. When it turned, it was almost at that same moment when, unfortunately, when VS and Seven were going back, all of the people who would feel comfortable in everybody's chat started attacking each other. You know what I'm saying? And it just got really slimy.
So to be honest with you, I don't know what
Part of
happened
that was
between,
her.
like,
I'm
with
sorry.
you
Go
and
ahead,
Tube
Bree.
Talks chat. Yeah, I
I'm sorry.
don't know. So all I know is, like, with Tube and 5A, I think that situation got weird when Tube Talks went and did her investigation on, like, the money, like the $600 thing. I think that's when that got weird. And I don't know, because see, the thing is, that's where I know you from. I know you from Tube Talks.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, he just became this crazy 5'8" person, and I just didn't understand it, and it was just confusing to me.
You know why? I was started again. Remember, it was a time that I would go from Seven's chat to Tubi's chat. Every once in a while, I'd get away with dropping down in BS chat before we would get that. It was what it is what it was. But I started getting attacked in 5A's chat, saying I was this, I was that. I was like, the fuck are you talking about? I'm everywhere. And then I'm being real right now. That's when I started getting in my fifis. I was like, if y'all don't motherfucking stop bothering me, I go whatever the fuck I want to go. And then that's when it was almost like the subscribers started attacking each other and the moderators started attacking each other. I was like, wow. And I gave my wrench up from Tube Talks because I was like, fuck that. I go where I want. You know what I mean? So I say that to say that aggression, whatever you want to call it, it had to grow from somewhere. I'm not saying it didn't, but it kind of grew where I ended up. So I was in 5A when that aggression and all of that attitude and vitriol and back and forth. That's where I was, and that's where I stayed. So it wasn't like I picked somebody. That's where I was when it happened.
Okay. And I have one last question, and then I'm gonna drop off. So during this entire time, like you said, you was on fuck shit, right? Did you ever in this time ever feel like she lied about anything? You don't have to tell me what, but did you ever feel like she was lying about stuff?
Well, see, let me regarding Deidre, because I really I don't want to
just like when she would just anything, like anytime she would, like any stories, anything that she was coming about.
Anything.
Just anything. You could just say
you'll
yes or no.
Accept it, and you won't say, "Oh, that was an easy out." You just
whatever
be honest.
Whatever your truth is.
Okay,
I'm going to accept it.
Didn't she say she was going to leave? And that was one of the reasons why I was comfortable with saying bye. It doesn't matter because you're leaving. It's 3 days later. But then the 2 days later, she made her live and she says, well, I'm not going anywhere. It's like, wow, I'm glad I left, because what was the point in getting rid of me? And you guys are still friends with Bama Girl. I still didn't do anything wrong because I still told the truth. I was vindicated today.
That's still friends. Bama Girl still friends?
No, I was vindicated because remember in the meeting, they let me go because I didn't go along with Bama.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And I'm just saying, she lied and said, I'm leaving, but she didn't leave.
Right.
And that involves me because I'm saying, in my mind, it's like, oh, okay. In 3 or 4 days, Babe Nation is turning into something different. So it doesn't matter if I give my mod stick up. You see what I'm saying? Let's just say she wasn't leaving. I would have motherfucking fought for my damn wrench. Okay?
Oh, okay. Okay. So that makes sense. So basically, What you're trying to say was, well, since the door was closing anyway,
Right.
you was just gonna take your exit on out. But since it's actually not that, it's like, damn, like really, so you played me like that. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Bingo, Brianna.
I get what you're saying.
Right.
All right. Well, it's other people who want to come up. I do again. Thank you so much for like being open and having the conversation. But I'm gonna go back in the chat.
Thank you, Brianna.
Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Bree. All right. Well, thank you, darling. So this is the last one. Well, yeah, this is the last one, y'all, because we got one more. Because
thank you, April.
Jay Duncan, she long-winded like you, so. But no, thank you. I just want to say thank you so much, Deidre. Like it's really good, and thank you to Brianna, because I just want to say before Jay Dunn gets started that what Brianna showed is that, because it kind of like in the beginning seemed like it was gonna go one place. But what Brianna is really good with is making herself clear and concise with the point that she's trying to get to, and bringing it back in to, bringing it back down. So I do appreciate you both for just not taking it somewhere else. And
you're absolutely welcome. I would never disrespect you or any of your guests. I would never. So I that's fine. That's fine. And I know you guys are intelligent. I watch you. It doesn't matter if I don't like you or not. You all are funny. You're intelligent. And guess what? I really can't really be accused of calling somebody dumb, because you're not dumb.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And you are too. And that's part of what, Bree was getting to, is like, this woman is, she has a great life and is, extremely, smart and intelligent and stuff. So, but you answered her, so that's good. So we got to the point. So, okay, Jay Dunn, what's going on, babe? How you doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, April. Now, the one thing that I do want to point out is that you said I'm long-winded, but I don't even come on your panel.
No, you don't come on my panel, but you're on plenty of others, and yes, you are. So, okay, this ain't about me. This is about Deidre. Go ahead.
Right, I came up
here. And Jay Dunn, hold on now, Jay Dunn, because I was playing. Okay, it was very. Do not take it literal, even though it is literal, but don't take it to heart. Okay, it was just a lighthearted little comment.
I came on here to support your channel.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Go ahead, babe. All right, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Instead of you allowing me on here with the respect and the courtesy that you allow everybody else on here, you start to say I'm long-winded, which I don't come over here.
Lord
so
Jesus.
Do that to me.
Here we go. Go ahead, babe. Okay, I apologize. I'm sorry, Jay Dunn.
Let's
start over. Hey, Jay Dunn. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, April.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. All right, go ahead.
Okay, into Deidre. Okay, and Happy New Year, Deidre. Now, I be calling you Myrtle Urkel on my channel. But the main thing that I clicked the link to come on here to say is that you said that you only come after people because they came after you first. But that's a lie. And I'm tired of you telling this lie.
What's the lie? Stick on subject. Tell me the exact person that I came after that didn't come after me.
You came after me and I didn't come after you, girl. I never said nothing about you. But you came after me. Are you going to tell me that I'm lying?
Yes, you're lying.
When did I come after you? Name the video.
I'll let April handle this. This is not what this is about, April, is it?
Okay. So what we're doing is we're just going to ask her questions about her situation with Fi Babe. Any questions about what she does on her channel? She's pretty much answered all the other questions. She said she was on fuck shit. That's what she said. She just said it. She was on fuck shit.
Right, but then she needs to admit that she was on fuck shit, because she came for me and I never came for her. So stop going on platforms talking about you only come for people when they come after you, because you came for me and I didn't come for you.
Yeah, she did just admit it a minute ago. She said she was on fuck shit. I don't know, Deidre, you gonna admit it again or?
Well, no, she said it to
No, I'm
Brianna,
not.
but I'm not Brianna. I'm not Brianna. I'm a different person. I'm a different content
Okay.
creator.
Okay. Okay. Well, she doesn't want to answer. Do you have any other questions? She don't. No, she said no. She don't want to answer. She already answered.
Okay, she don't want to answer because she know damn well that she done came through going after all these content creators before she became a content creator. She know that she done said all this type of bullshit about other people before they even said anything about her. So the fact that she keeps stepping herself
Just
on
like
the damn
everybody
platform.
else does in this sector. Everybody does exactly what
We're not talking about everybody else. We talking about you.
But
Because
don't accuse me
that's not what you do.
that you do, Jay Dunn. You've been popped so many times, Jay Dunn.
We are not talking about what I do. We are talking about what you do because you got on here and you told Brianna Simone Pettyville that you only go after people.
I'm gonna click off if you don't take control of her, April. It's been a fantastic interview up until this point, April. I think she's disrespecting your platform.
All I did was ask a question, April. I didn't come over here to disrespect.
No, I mean, it's cool. I mean, no, it's you up here to ask a question. She doesn't want to answer the question. And that's why I'm saying, you know, if she doesn't want to answer the question, I do get it. You know, I get it, you know, because, you know, if she did now, Deidre, you did say if anybody, you know, would like an apology to come to you directly. And I think Jay Dunn would like an apology, but
no,
if you
I'm
feel
not,
like
I'm
you
not
owe one because you said she lied.
I'm not apologizing today, John, because she's a self-professed doxer. Miss me.
Okay. All right.
Hold on. It's not Day John. It's Jay Dunn. Not Day John, but Jay Dunn. Get that correct first.
How about
as far as you trying to call me a doxer, as far as you trying to call me a doxer, ma'am, I don't dox people. I defend myself. That's what I motherfucking do. And I use everything that I have in my arsenal to defend myself. But at the same time, you sat up here and you said that you don't bother nobody. You ain't bother nobody. People bothering you, but you a damn lie.
Well, I'm about to leave in 5 seconds, my love. Do you want to end it like this?
No, hold on. Okay, Jay Dunn, we gonna because I want to go ahead and close it out because I have something else I want to say. So we gonna go ahead.
April, I'm gonna get off here. But I just want to ask that question. But you could see that I asked a simple question and she could not answer it. Yes. And she threatened to leave because she can't answer what I asked her. But I'll get out of here. Y'all have a good night. Happy New Year.
Too. All right, you too. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. No, you're welcome. Okay, so that was gonna be the last one, and I said that because I did see who it was, so I kind of had a feeling, but anyway, so yeah, because we are gonna go ahead. I mean, we're at 3 hours. This is way longer. I do appreciate you, Deidre, for letting people actually come up.
My pleasure.
And ask their questions directly, and you were honest about, why you did things, and you answered the questions that needed to be answered, and so I appreciate you for that. I just really want to close out. I want you to, do you have would you like to let people know before you leave, how you're moving forward? Because pretty much we talked about the past and, and everything. So how are you moving forward on your channel? What do you have going on?
Well, I appreciate that so much. I am so, number one, thank you for coming over to my channel. So I want to say how what I chose to do mattered and how what I chose to do morphed into this. So this is the positive turn. It's the clean slate, because the reason why Jay Dunn, people like that who weren't listening in the camp that I was swinging and banging for, Deidre said she was done. She's asking questions about something I've moved on from. And I've already said in class culture, if I've moved on, you've moved on. But if you felt, and it's not even about if or if you accept it or not, that's the point. This is my journey. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and again, it's not that I'm going to come out and make some bold apology, whatever. I said it directly to you. I said it, Rita. What's the point? To me, that's more fake than an actual text or an email or a phone call. That's more genuine than say, oh, you need to apologize to everybody. No, that miss me with that. That makes absolutely no sense.
Mm-hmm.
So the point is, when I gave it up, right? The point was for the people to leave me alone, because it wasn't about even leaving me alone. Because what Bluty did was go over to her channel, which she hadn't made any videos. She was focused as far as arts and crafts. I was subscribed to her. We sat and watched her live show together, or whatever it was, upload. We were supporting her. So why can't you support me? Right? So then she goes on that channel, an arts and crafts channel, to tell people I'm lying. Well, I've proved the last 2 days that I wasn't lying about nothing. Not only was I not lying about Bama Girl, I know I'm not lying about her. But you know what? I ain't gonna stick around. I gave it over. I told Bay Nation, I told QB, I said everything to everybody, and I can't really talk to the person that's running the show because it's their show, like you guys have done, and I sat and endured. A lot of people like to tell people what to do. Y'all all do it. We all do it. But you don't get to say how the person responds. I like being polite, but sometimes people got to draw back and say, you know what? Wow, I had a whole big picture of Lady P saying I'm a dox you, and then you come up here and say you're not a doxer. You're on fuck shit. Deirdre is past that. Deirdre came here on 1/1/21 saying I was on fuck shit. I'll give interviews on 1 and 2, and then that's it. So after tomorrow, don't miss me with all of that, because I'm gone with it. Y'all can fight each other. All of y'all that come up here that don't like that woman, y'all go over there and fight each other. Don't ever come to Deirdre, because what Deirdre's trying to do with her platform is say, this is open. And the point of sharing the story, I'm sorry if people think it's long, well, get over it. Because when you enter the professional realm where I exist, you sit down in a boardroom and you have a discussion. You know, that's why I appreciate you. So I, on my channel, I've already been doing for the year now interviews. I've been doing production videos, right, April? And I've been doing my third doxing wars. And in the doxing wars, it's me reporting on what people are doing. Now going forward, because a lot of people, y'all confusing me. You can't tell somebody what to report on. I mean, give me a break. Just because I was from the camp that you don't like, that's still your problem. Because why? I get to roll with this person and you get to roll with that person. But guess it's even better for Deirdre now, because I'm not taking on nobody's beef no more. Why? Because I did get kicked in the teeth. And guess what happened to my channel? It grew. And guess what? It wasn't my fault. I wasn't expecting this shit to happen. I'm still being attacked by certain people. I got a motherfucking text while I'm on live and somebody's motherfucking stalking me. It's insane. While I'm on this live, somebody's sending me shit. It's like, bitch, why y'all asking me I'm calling the FBI? To get this motherfucker put in jail. You feel me? Because you guys don't see that. And that's the part. This idiot who's texting me, I didn't say it. I left it yesterday. And you on my motherfucking phone. Bitch, you look, I better be glad I'm leaving it, because this motherfucker's gonna get it. I said, leave me alone. And they won't leave me alone.
And that is true. You know, if once the separation happens, I mean, people are going to talk. There's going to be some things as far as YouTube is concerned, but threatening people, trying to shut people up, all of that kind of stuff. I mean, that's going a little bit extreme, you know.
Right. And may I say something to BL? Me and my husband have produced 3 Hollywood films with A-listers who I call on the daily. See, April, this is the shit that's fucking up your sector. See, April will be able to come over to my channel and be free to work with me and do whatever. But
Mhm.
people that chat and say shit like that, they're fucking up y'all bag. They're saying stupid shit like you won't succeed. I know she ain't talking to me. I just wanted to say that. Go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, so but yeah, so I mean, sending threats to people and trying to get people to not talk and stuff like that. Let people handle it the way that they're going to handle it, just like, you know, you're going to handle it. But threatening people and stuff like that, I mean, the police should be involved because, you know, you never know how far this stuff is going to go.
Blazing,
You know.
you have to go on my channel and you have to find the video where I show and share the whole film that me and my husband produced. See, these questions like this, it's just so petty. But go ahead.
No, I'm done. I'm done. So yeah, so so she's gonna continue. So you're gonna continue on with
Yes,
things
ma'am.
that you've already started. You already have some series going on.
And this is what I'm doing. I'm basically, I think I'm at my 10th production video on my channel. And what you do, you come over and it's sort of like round robin. If when you enter a college, if it doesn't start in September, the studies are round robin. So what you do, you click on the playlist. If you want to know how to produce something, or if you want to be like a YouTuber on here that's successful with lots of followers and you're doing your thing, I'm just giving insight to you on how to do it. That's it. That's all. And I've always said on my, because I can tell a lot of people ain't watching me. That's why I don't watch the chat. But I was just trying to be polite and, you know, let it go.
Yeah.
But anyway, it just seems to me like people are comfortable in their ignorant space. What Deidre did was remove herself from the ignorant space, because not only have I grown just by saying I don't want to do that anymore, right?
Yeah.
I don't care how people feel about it. And I meant that. Nobody can tell me what to do, where to go, how to do it on YouTube. Because why? You guys are doing what the fuck you're doing it. And I don't care if you don't like who I was rolling with. The point is, I have a right to be here. And the more people do shit like that, the more I'm gonna do my shit. You know? And I do. I run open chat. People can come over. We talk about important things. We're gonna discuss what's going on in the beef sector, but I'm not gonna be taking your fight on. No, that's done. I'm done.
Yeah, don't do that anymore. Just, you know, if it don't got nothing to do with you directly,
right,
leave it be, because, you know, these people, just don't.
I'm done. And you know what? A lot of people are saying here, you did this, you did that, you did that. So when are you gonna stop? If you guys want me to go forward, how about y'all go forward too?
Yeah.
Even the people in the chat, because y'all bringing up shit from, and that's another thing. I'm happy with like making the break now, because sorry, not sorry, some of this shit that's going on is dry.
Yeah, I mean, I can get that, because a lot of old stuff is being brought up because there ain't nothing new to do. You know, it's just all repetitive.
Happy New Year. Thank you for this opportunity.
Well, Happy New Year. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Fabulous. I appreciate you so much. If you want me to drop off, I'll drop off. Thank you. Your moderator, Rock. The chat has been wonderful. Thank you to everyone who came up on the panel. I think just because I did stand in the mirror, just because I did listen to people in the industry, they say, girl, we got you. You're doing the right thing. And basically to prove it don't have nothing to do with my channel. I am an accomplished woman. I want to come to other people's channel. Ask April. So if you guys have more questions, I feel better in saying and knowing that Ask April came to my channel and she saw something she liked. That's the space Deidre is existing in right now. That's it. That's because a lot of people, they don't want you to move on. Well, to be honest with you, it's not about moving on, honeys. I was already there. And today I got my whole life by dropping down in Jovi Beauty's chat and saying Happy New Year. And we said Happy New Year to each other. Baby, it was like I never even left. I was only over there for 90 days, you guys. It's going to be okay.
It will be okay. It will be okay. And like you said, you had already started moving on and doing your own thing, and you just continue with that. And and that's pretty much it. I mean, the bottom line is, a lot of things that you did was in the name of supporting somebody else, and you acknowledged that, and you said you ain't doing it no more, and you're moving on. And so,
Right.
I mean, all we can do is show and prove, and if you, and not even prove, but just, all we can do is just see the difference. And like you said, you already moved on. I mean, it just, we can say one thing, and if it happens in our actions, then hopefully that's the case. And if it doesn't, then we see. So, I mean, that's all you can do, so.
Yeah, but
So I'm gonna close out, huh?
I want to say this. I feel so vindicated that I knew 2 months ago,
yes,
that Bama was a liar, and I was correct. That I'm going to end on that. Thank you. And I'll go ahead and drop up. You have a fantastic evening. Thank you, my love.
You also, babe. Thank you so much.
All right.
So you guys, if you don't know who Jovi Beauty is, she's a Tasha K supporter. She did a lot of videos really in support of Tasha K. So her name is Jovi Beauty, and she does a lot of entertainment news, celebrity news, and she is a huge supporter of Tasha K. So that's who she is. And so I thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. I'm just gonna click off of this because it is so long, and I am going to come right back, and just talk about kind of like the aftermath or whatever. And that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. If you guys do want to see what Deidre does, you're welcome to go over to her channel and check her out directly. I thank you to everybody who came up, all the content creators who came up, Brianna Simone, Jay Dunn, my beautiful Des. I thank you guys so much. 7 Stars came up. Shout out to her. A lot of stuff that 7 said, I did agree with. Me and 7 had our thing, but I do appreciate her for popping on and asking her questions and giving some good advice. So anyway, that's pretty much it, you guys. I'm going to click off, like I said, because this is like over 3 hours. And then if anybody does want to come on and just talk about it, because y'all are all a hot ass mess, I am going to come back on for just a little bit. And all right, so I'll see y'all later. Thank you so much. Thank you to Deidre. I appreciate it. And have an amazing night. I love y'all so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.